Testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing. Is that better? Let me know. Yeah, I'm just testing the other mic to see if that'll work. Yeah, I want to have backup headset in case someone goes down. That's fine. Hi guys, just doing some testing. Use the Razer headsets. They seem to be a lot easier to use. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I want to... Well, we won't use the Ozone gaming ones. We'll use the Sakaris or whatever it's called, the Razer ones. It's easier. Well, it depends on how long we're going to be casting. Because if we're casting for quite a while, it'll be nice and comfortable. Okay, yeah, fine. Remember guys, hit that. It's on wall. It's Wings of Liberty tournament. Yeah, that's fine. No, alright, yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure the settings are correct and we're ready to go. I'm not 100% sure. We might do a prize, but we're not actually sure yet. I know that, there's a new mouse involved that's going to give away to the winner and so forth. We're going to give away Dirt 2 keys during the stream as well. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to use the Razer headset rather than... yeah, that's fine. No way. Okay. Right guys, how's everyone doing? Can you hear me over the music? Is the music too loud? Let me know. Oh, I'm back, man. What's going on? I'm getting old. Deece, FX, why man? You should be playing anyway. Play. Good, good, good. A lot of testing needs to be done because I'm running new headsets today. So that's the only reason the stream's up now, guys. I'm running new settings and everything. Right. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, it's nice. Nice and snug fit on the head, you know. Right, there we go. Remember, guys, hit that share button, hit the like button if you're new to the stream. Yeah, that's fine. If we get it all set up and ready to go. Yeah, I don't mind. That's fine. Right, guys. We've got a little while before the tournament actually starts. Like I said before, I don't know if you've heard in the background. We're just sorting a lot of things out, getting settings up and running because we're running in 720p now. I'm trying to have it nice and crystal clear. Hope you're enjoying the music. But until then, we'll be going live in. I can give you an exact countdown in 23 minutes. 23 minutes is when we kick things off. So until then, enjoy the music and see you then.
Lucy on my mind, so I'm moving to a room where I could catch a little vibe with a nice white girl who got $1 on her mind. Since tomorrow don't exist, we gotta do this tonight. Got my brain on vacation like it's gone for the weekend. Only time we see the sun through the shades when it's peeking. I'm reporting first class when I'm hitching this flight, and if the good die young, then we only good for tonight. I'm living young and reckless.
Yeah, okay, no, not playing that crap. That's... Oh, that kills my ears. Right, 17 minutes till check-in, guys. Is over, and the tournament will start. We will get everything up and running as soon as the admins are ready. We don't actually have... Yeah. I'm being told... Yeah, 17 minutes. Okay. No problem. 17 minutes. No, I do not want to play that music. It's crap. It makes my ears bleed. Alright, fine. Apparently I've got to play it. Right, we should be ready to go. Right.
Yes, we are.
Apparently so. Remember, guys, we are not adminning this event. We are just
Indeed,
covering
we
it.
are.
Indeed. Right. I'm going to hand it over to the guys while I can get hold of the admins, and then we will get the first game up and running momentarily.
Brilliant, and that's what we'd like to see. Another Sunday tournament. We're just getting all the check-ins, the final check-ins, getting the brackets up, and then obviously, as you said, we'll get our first game.
Yeah, but not that high of a show up as last time. We had a lot more people last time. How much was it? Like 70 or 80?
Yeah, I think it was around that 70 or 80 last time. And then we had our LBNT Hots tournament afterwards. That also got a good following. So we had a nice long weekend last weekend. Hopefully, we'll have a bit of a break this weekend. It's good. You know, not anywhere near as many casted games, but even so, hopefully still some interesting matchups.
Yes, and I can show you as well the prize.
Indeed.
That the first place winner gets. Let me just get a nice Google image from it.
Google image, eh? Oh no,
yes.
Is this going to be troll?
Come on, you know me, why would I troll?
Oh wow, this is definitely troll. The troll is strong within you.
No, this is the mouse you can win. The first place winner gets this. A pretty cool mouse.
Yeah, for sure.
What mouse do you actually have, Neil? Do you have like a special type of mouse?
I did, but my mouse is broke. I actually need a new mouse, which is kind of sad.
Did you throw it?
No. I was playing StarCraft and the left clicker doesn't click anymore. Too much StarCraft action, so it's just old. I've had it for about 2 years now, so just kind of sour.
You know you can press Steam. You don't always have to click it, huh?
Press the T button and then win.
And lose and rage.
Yeah. I've actually been playing a lot of random on Heart of the Swarm lately, on the ladder.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I left the league and went back down to bronze. But the funny thing is, it doesn't actually take away your MMR rating. It doesn't reset it. It just resets the league you're in.
Oh, it's the same with unranked matchmaking.
Yeah, which is a shame because, well, it's kind of good, but then it makes it really hard to get out of bronze, like to move back up the leagues because you're still playing MMR as like mid, like mine was probably mid to high flat, so it made it really tough for me to get out of bronze.
Yeah,
so it was like losing games. Saying what?
With that said, I still have the same MMR as Adele Scott. Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
No, but it's a bit of I've been having some frame issues actually on Heart of the Swarm. Like on Wings, I got like at least 30 more frames than I do on Heart of the Swarm. It's strange.
Well, mine's kind of leveling out. It's around 110-ish. So
that's alright.
Sure. Yeah, but it's about 110. But yeah, it's weird. I know.
Yeah, also, streaming, like I get like if it would like be at its lowest at 20, I can live with that. But it sometimes drops lower than 40, and as soon as it drops lower than 20, I mean, it becomes really unplayable. But
you really can't
enough about that.
Yes.
Let's focus on the Reddit tournament. We will get started as soon as we get the invite from the admin. So bear with us, guys. If you have any questions for us,
then please let us know. And in the first round, it does look like Mr. LBNT Fryfix is going to play Loki Goatswolf. I'd say Loki is
he's pretty favoured.
Yeah, he's a big favourite to do well in this tournament overall. So Jamie's not going to be happy with that as a result.
I wouldn't be.
No, I don't think anyone would be happy with that.
But it looks like the only 1-on-1 match is going to be Napalm against Mix.
Yeah. Just waiting for that invite, and then we can get started.
Indeed. Yeah, well, it will be that 1-round 1 game, then there's the second round, and then we're going straight to the quarters.
Yes.
right after. So it's gonna be a quick tournament, but hopefully with really good games.
Indeed, yeah, exactly that. And as I said, hopefully we'll see some, really solid, good games today. This is probably, coming up towards the end of our StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty career. We're going to be moving over to HOTS in the next couple of months, and it'd be good if we can finish off.
Yeah, but all these now we're gonna get invaded with bugs and everything. I'm actually quite interested though for the campaign. I'm actually a big campaign fanboy. I don't know about you, but
I don't mind the campaigns. The campaigns are cool. It's I'm happy to play them, but I'm always a bit more of an online fanboy.
yeah, but I just like if I play a game, I just want to like beat it on the hardest difficulty. I mean, the ladder you can play it anytime. The same with the campaign, of course, but it's always fun when it's like new and everything behind it. I like it. It's a cool story as well. So. Well, if I can ask you a question, Neil, who is your favorite character actually from the story?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Oh Lord. Wow. Oh wow. Okay. I probably would have to go with the Texas-sounding guy who's always in the massive suit of armor. I've forgotten his name. What is his name?
Tychus Finley.
Yes, Tiger Finley. He is a legend. I think his character's really cool, just because there's hidden depths to his character. Hidden depths. He's not just this macho dude. He has that sensitive side as well. You just don't see it very often. It's in between when he's killing bugs and saving people.
Mine for sure is Zeratul, of course. He's a Dark Templar. I mean,
yes,
loved by the Protoss, hated by the rest. So
that's just how you roll. Just how you roll.
Yes. So, yeah, the in-game channel, guys, is Reddit. Also, if you want to let us know what is your favorite StarCraft 2 character, or StarCraft character in general, let us know. And why, of course.
Indeed.
Don't say, like, Zergling because he's fast, or the Ultras this because he has, I don't know. Yeah, what can we actually say about the Ultra without insulting him?
Well, in Heart of the Storm, it's actually pretty solid. It like melts stuff really quick.
Yeah, they shrunk him a bit, huh?
in Heart of the Swarm?
Yeah, a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It made it slightly smaller.
Because they always got like stuck
behind Lings. Yeah.
Oh, today I had a pretty crazy thing. Like this Zerg was trying to go for my Nexus. He had like 4 Ultras. I was out of position, and my Nexus was like really low, but my buildings were placed well, and with just 3 Dark Templars, I managed to hold him from running to my Nexus. The Nexus was literally on 30 HP, and then I called my Immortals and my Stalkers and stuff, and then the Ultras died.
Doug,
yeah?
We're just waiting on you, mate.
Oh, sorry. I was kinda... I thought Neil would say that to me. Who are you, actually, strange man?
Yeah. I was. You were in the midst of a massive hole, so I was going to wait till you finish and tell you to add in.
That's all good. Right, we are ready to go. This is the first game. It's Exemark versus Gorsi. I so said that right. You know I did.
Yep.
Let the names to us, Jay. You go back to the museum.
Indeed. Okay, so it's going to be a PvT on Cloud Kingdom. We're just confirming that the guys are ready to go.
Yes.
And then we'll get this game started for you.
And just for your info, I'm not a douche.
Okay, so both players are ready to go. I'll just gloss over that fact. I'm not going to say yes or no to it. I'm going to get this game started.
Alright, so Cloud Kingdom. First map, PvT. Nice one to kick it off, huh?
I do. I think I like actually on this map. I generally change up my style quite a lot, but on this map specifically, I like going mech against Toss because
of all the narrow chokes.
Yeah, and the way you can siege up his base is quite, as you said, narrow chokes, making it really tough for him to get good surface area.
And the Protoss is like, oh, I can't move down.
Yep, exactly.
Let's base race.
Pretty much. Because the thing is, obviously, at that fourth base, you can siege up behind it and just leave it infinite amount of time. And then at the other fourth base, you can do the same thing on the high ground with tanks.
Yeah,
so
but
really
the
hard.
dangerous thing about mech is as Protoss, if you don't scout it fast enough, it can actually be very dangerous.
Yeah, that initial first timing, if you don't have enough immortal
Yeah.
tool and maybe even charge lots, then you really can be in trouble, as you said.
Or enough DTs.
Yeah. Or yeah, exactly. Because you need to harass early.
Oh yeah, no, you have a Raven with it, doesn't it?
Yeah, generally Raven, and then obviously late game you do get ghosts as well. Okay, so we just got into the game now. In the top right-hand corner, we do have EXE Mark, and he is the pink Protoss.
And in the bottom left, the green Terran player, Gorachi.
Yes.
Gorachi. That sounds
I think that's how
fine.
you'd say it. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's how we should say it, because it's the easiest way on the tongue as well.
Yeah. How would you actually pronounce that name?
So, yeah, at the first game today, EXE Mark versus Gorachi. It is a PvT. So, it looks like Gorachi's actually worried that he's Platinum. So, they're both Diamond players, actually, so it's going to be interesting. They're just having some BM in the chat.
Counter.
Yes.
Not saying your league is not classified as BM.
Yeah.
I've been BMing quite a lot lately.
It's to me, because I'm rubbish, so when someone tells me their league and it's higher than mine, I see that as BM. It's BM.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, pretty standard open. He has actually gone for a 9 pylon scout, which I find interesting.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yeah.
But it is, of course, you want to make sure, is my opponent taking gas, yes or no? And the probe is... Okay, the probe is just attacking. I'm fine with that, actually. Delays the barracks.
Yeah, exactly. So I really hate that when people do that, because it does, as you said, delay the barracks. And now he's actually faced it wrongly. So that when you put depot there, it won't actually fully cover that off.
Oh, that's annoying.
So
And there comes the second one. Is he going to harass him as well?
No, he's going to scatter. He's not making the barracks. So everything is now really delayed for Gorachi. He's just really in trouble now. And
Yeah, so Zealot Stalker aggression could be quite...
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we saw Zealot, early chronoed out Zealot and Stalker.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Because everything's just going to be, as you said, like now delayed. Generally, you get to a critical point in that against that Zealot Stalker open where, you know, if they keep being aggressive, enough Marines then can just scare them off and you start taking away more than just shields. They have to go home.
Actually, you have, like, when the Zealot Stalker arrives, the Terran has, like, 5 Marines. Oh, and you misplaced the bunker, the depot as well, or is it the barracks that is misplaced?
No, the depot's fine, it's the barracks, he's just misplaced it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as I said, I'm waiting to see if that Zealot is going to get... He's not even making the Zealot yet. He's obviously going to get...
Yeah, then I think it's probably just going to be Stalker and Expand. I mean, if he would go for some tricky one-base DT play, he would have already taken that second gas, so we're not going to see anything special on the Protoss player, I think, but we see a gas from the Terran, though. A bit of a late gas? I don't know what he...
Yeah,
is intending to do with that, though.
And second gas as well. So, his opponent's actually going to take an expansion behind this, so... Very interesting opens here. If the Terran player here doesn't actually get some very good harasser early, get some good drone kills, he's going to be really quite far behind him.
Yeah, but our Terran player looks a bit thrown off, if you ask me. Don't you think? He's getting 2 gas geysers, but from his first gas geyser, he's only mining with 1
person. Yeah. And there's the second barracks going down, and then eBay. This is a really odd build. This is definitely not a refined build by any chart.
Yeah, I think he wants to go for like 1 barracks with the reactor, 1 with the tech lab, and then get a quick +1. So we can hit a 1-1 timing instead of a +1 timing with medivacs.
Very, very light, possibly, but it's just so odd that he's taking 1 in gas. Oh, he's now adding 3. It's 3 in 1. So
yeah, it's just, as I said, it's probably a bit thrown off, a bit annoyed perhaps at the initial probe harassment, and yeah, small things like that can really throw you off, but I really hope he just stays calm, collects himself, and recovers from his small early game errors. But we already see a proxy pylon go down here, just out of Naga vision from the Protoss.
And I think we're definitely going to see some aggression here, because as soon as he scouts that, and base not being taken here, I would actually poke up with that Stalker to the ramp and see what's going on.
Yeah, at least like halfway, and then You see how much Marines it is? So it only loses the shields?
He doesn't even know if that, because if he just pokes up there now, he can see whether or not the,
Oh, and look
Karachi
at
has
Karachi being sneaky. Getting the SCV in the base, gets a full scout of on the Protoss base, and yeah. Sees 3 gates.
Well, he's actually in trouble here. I don't think he's got enough units to defend against it. No, he should... Ooh,
He has a Marauder now. Should be okay, I think. If he gets a quick bunker, maybe, but...
Yeah, I think it's the next warping, and the next...
Yeah, the next warping will cause some issues.
Yeah.
Don't think it's the right time to build a reactor as well on that barracks.
No,
It's too little.
sniped.
Yeah, it's too little production, and these stalkers are gonna keep doing nice pokes.
Yeah.
It's not committing to it though.
No, exactly. I think he's just keeping hurting the Terran, because obviously the shield regen means he's not actually losing anything here.
That's true. Well, we see the command center halfway being done from construction. He already queued to +1 armor. But I feel it's all a bit late. Like in 2 minutes he should be hitting his timing push.
Indeed, exactly that, and not only that, but look, the Protoss is now collecting so many more minerals than him, that he's, going into the late game here, everything else is going to be behind. Yes, he may have +1, but within the next, 5 or 6 minutes, you're going to see his opponent will actually have better upgrades, a bigger army, just because of his economic advantage he's now got.
Yeah, and also the steam is a bit late, isn't it? 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep, that's now going to hit, as you said, at a very late time.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Under 70 seconds. That's 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
And 50 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost a 3-minute long timing. But not only he's now moving home with his units, he's just going to use the observer now to scout inside base and see what's going on. And I think he's going to see this is just going to be a timing with medevacs.
Yeah, and I think he will be quite pleased to see this, that it's already so delayed. And he's getting an Immortal where we haven't seen any additional tech like a Robo Bay or a Twilight Council or even a Forge. But here we have it, the Robo Bay.
Yep, the Robo Bay goes down. It's going to be in time, plenty of time against this push as well. And to be honest, I already feel like the Terran's in really bad shape here. He's 28 supply behind. And as I said, as this push keeps going forward, he's just going to get further and further behind.
Yeah, he's still not mining from his natural. He's still so scared. And that's really what's setting him back.
Just moving out now with this push, and the observer's going to see everything. He's going to see that he's obviously got 0-1, so he'll see that it'll be 1-1 shortly, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do actually see the Protoss further. Yeah, yep, there goes Double Forge going down, just as I was saying it.
Yep. Pretty normal, right when the Robo Bay finishes.
The only way I can see the Terran kind of coming back into this is adding double CC down, and trying to
taking macro risk.
Exactly,
and hope for the Protoss to stay passive.
Yeah, I hope the Toss will take a third base, and then hope
try to just poke away at the Protoss through drop play. I think that would be a great decision for him right now, but we'll wait and see what he's going to do. So we know the Protoss is going Colossus, but can he actually waste scans right now? He probably knows he's a bit behind. Should he waste the scan right now to see what tech his opponent is going? Because if you look at his vision, he has no info. He only knows about the Robo, but he doesn't know. Perhaps it was just a Robo for Observer. Maybe he went High Templar after that. Stuff like that. He did
you're right.
up stuff.
Hasn't seen this third base either. The thing is, he doesn't, as you said, he doesn't know the tech pass. He doesn't know whether he should be making Ghosts, Vikings, behind this Bio Ball, or I think this is just a very unrefined build. And if Karachi were to,
or just impressed by the situation, perhaps he made some small errors in his build, and of course, small errors in the early game, of course, are a lot. They weigh a lot more heavy than, for example, a small supply block in the mid game. The early game economy is really where your build really steamrolls forward or dwindles down a little bit. But here we see the Protoss move out right now. Perhaps just checking this on, clearing this on Naga, faking the push.
Yeah, exactly that. I think he's going to wait for this second Colossus. It may. He has actually added the third in, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move out with either the second or the third Colossus.
I didn't like that all that much though. He revealed the Colossus right now.
Yeah.
To the Terran, so he could in theory respond on time on it. He could add an extra starport right now, start Viking production, but we see none of that just yet from a Terra player. Is that gonna cause a problem if a third Colossus joins? I think it will.
Definitely. He's so far behind right now that he's really struggling in terms of supply. The only thing that's really going for him is his upgrade counter is 1-1 to the 0-1 of his opponent. But he's really behind in every other respect in terms of army supply, force. He's got 25 supply SCVs compared to the 67 of his opponent.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. It's basically a difference in supply.
Yeah, exactly that. 60 supply.
Yeah, it's a couple of units, but yeah, how big is his worker difference? Almost 50 workers difference. So I'm a bit scared here for our Terran player, but looks like he is going to take some initiative and go for a drop.
And that is going to be scattered out almost straight away with that pylon in a handy place.
Oh,
perfect spot. Is he going to react to that?
I don't think he did. He see?
No.
I'm checking his vision right now, and yeah, he's going back with the dropship.
Yeah,
you saw the drop was revealed. The Zealot here checking out the Terran's third base, and in the meanwhile the Protoss is just comfortably macroing up. 2-2 about to finish.
Yeah. I guess what we'll see now is just him at 200 supply or 190, 80 supply. So the 190 supply push out now with 4 Colossus, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him just move out now.
Yeah.
What's he going to try and...
Oh, he's going to intercept the Medivac as well, I think.
Yeah.
You see him already moving towards the direction. Luckily for him, the Medivac is just waiting in the top left.
And
so
here
comes
push out.
Yeah, look at all the proxy pylons are already in place. And the Terran is moving out at a very bad moment because he's about to be flanked.
Yeah, exactly. He's got 3 Medivacs. There's just not enough healing there really for competitive stuff. And as you said, it's going to be a 2-2 timing. As soon as he hits that 2-2, I suspect he'll just move in now.
Yeah. And it looks like he wants to attack from the angle from the third of his... No, he's just going to go straight over there. The Terran should start setting up some big concave right now, though.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to really get that concave. He doesn't need to move into the choke. That'd be the worst.
And here we go. Here's the stim in. He's going for it. He tries to go...
Yeah, for the Colossus, that's a big mistake. And
yeah, and meanwhile the Zealots are just doing way too much damage.
Indeed, and wow, look at that! So, very comprehensive. His army size is just so much larger that what can you say there, really?
Yeah, he just got absolutely obliterated over there, and it all was caused by small mistakes stacking up, leading to a very big supply difference in the end.
Yeah.
And we will see XA Mark advance into the next round. It's just a matter of time. There we go. GG. Yeah, a bit unfortunate for a Terran player.
Yeah, well, I think that, as I said, I think it was just a bad build order that he needs to improve on, and it was just showing results in terms of better supply. Never
underestimate what nerfs can do to you, though. It can be something like, oh no, I'm on stream, people are watching me, and you get like all pressured, and yeah, it can sometimes get to you, stress.
No, I agree. Yeah, definitely. I know I've been on stream myself, and felt after the game, I'm watching back, going, how have I made so many of these bad errors that you just on the ladder, because it's a lot more relaxed, you're not really thinking about it so much, and it just doesn't happen. It's just, as you said, down to nerves.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, first game, very, very solid win there for the Protoss player. But that's kind of a dream start. That's what you want in their first game, coming up and kind of, you don't really make many mistakes. You kind of go in, get a first game under your belt, get that win, and can move on to the next round.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah,
okay, so
hopefully we will see our Terran player Gorachi next time again for another try. I mean,
yes, exactly that.
Guys, just inform everyone, it is best of 3s now due to the amount of sign-ups. Razel, the admin, did say that it was going to be best of 3s, so it looks like the Terran player has another shot at this.
Oh, I thought it was a best of 1. Sorry about that. So we'll be jumping into the second game. Gorachi is probably now picking out his map. And yeah,
Indeed.
perhaps he can collect himself and bring it back to an ace match in the first round. Second round, I think this is. Yeah,
This is exactly that. So, okay, so best of threes. What do you expect? What map do you expect from the Terran player to choose? I wouldn't be surprised if you picked something like Antigua.
Antigua.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
I would pick Antigua. Antigua is such a great map for Terran.
Definitely, I think you could just drop so relentlessly on that map.
Yeah, and also the wide open area in the center. It's
Yes.
very easy to have just a group of Marauders sitting on the side with a couple of medivacs and your Vikings on the other side and just set up the flank from both sides and just kill those Colossus as soon as possible.
Indeed, and
Assuming-
then your ghosts just have to target Father High Templar, and that's it, and then stim for the win.
Yep.
Isn't that
Steam,
right?
hands up in the air, and
Yep.
do the fusion core dance.
I don't know. I'll go downstairs, I'll go make a cup of tea, come back upstairs, see that
Make
he's left
some
the game.
pancakes.
Yeah,
Watch some Dexter.
yeah, no, exactly that. And then you can come back upstairs and be like, "Oh, I won. He left the game. Brilliant."
Oh, I won. Oh, it's dinner time right now.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then suddenly
so-
you realize you died to DTs. Anyway,
It's not going to be Antigua or Hana, which would have been my map choices as a Terran player against this toss. It's going to be Metropolis, and both players are ready to go, so we're going to get this game started.
Metropolis, good choice. Maybe he has something special in store, but or maybe he just wants to play the map. I mean, I really like Metropolis as a map. I'm still disappointed it's still not back in the map pool. I loved it.
See, I'm not as big a fan of this map just because of the way the whole. I like it. I think you can take 3 bases pretty well, and you can macro up. It is a macro-orientated game, but I do like to hit some more mid-game timings, and I think that's why I don't like this map as much. Just because.
Yeah, well, anyway, let's jump into this game straight away. Spawning in the 9 o'clock position. It's again XA Mark.
Yes, indeed. And in the 12 o'clock position, we do have our blue Terran player. His name is Garachi. Currently 1 game down.
Yes. So hopefully you can come up with something more standard, like just a gasless expand, get 2 racks, get your gases afterwards, and just go for a more standard 2 base, 10-minute timing push with medivacs, and plus 1 weapon.
Yeah, I think because that was the thing last time. He never actually was aggressive, really. He obviously had that 1 drop, but he was never really aggressive. And I think that really hurt him, because obviously the early mid-game is where Terra needs to be at its most aggressive. The one thing that I would like to see on this map, if he would do it, and I would love for him to do it, is actually a Reaper open, because there's that wide open space that you can get to the main.
Yeah.
And
Also,
get the
look at the natural. Yeah, at the natural you can just jump right behind the mineral line. The Reaper openers are very uncommon, so it could perhaps surprise
the Protoss.
Mark.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. So it is viable, but I doubt we'll see it.
I think it, as you said, it's such against the current meta game that
and
surprised.
I don't think Mark is now also in the mindset like I really want to do something tricky.
Yeah.
Like the Reaper is a bit of a gamble because you invest early gas, you delay your expo a little bit, like all these small things. But
Indeed.
he's going for a gas yet again. This time it's at 13.
It is a 13 gas, more standard gas open.
Yeah, this time, last time it was at like 17 or something. It was really, really late.
Yes. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Is it going to be? So he is actually queuing 2 Marines out straight away. But the thing is, it's just a small mistake like that. He's queued 2 Marines, which means he can't now get an orbital command on his command center. So
what Turax?
Interesting. It's going to be a 12-14 T-Rax.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be there's going to be some pressure then, definitely some mid game.
Yeah. I would have loved to see the 12-14 Turax just without the gas. It's almost as viable as with the Marauder, but with the Marauder, of course, you can apply some more pressure. You can kite a bit easier as well. And Protoss going for an early second gas, man. What do you think about this?
Okay, so it looks like in the other side he's 1-0 up in terms of games. He might just think, right, well, I want to finish this then. and a second gas could indicate maybe a possible 4-gate. You can use that off of one gas though, so maybe DT 4-gate.
Yeah, that could be pretty viable.
Some kind of
I would definitely think something is going for a really fast tick.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe
that.
a really fast robo for like a Colossus all in from 2 base is an option. But
Yeah.
I think DTs. I'm thinking DTs. Let's put it
Yeah.
like that.
I think you're right. Or I guess alternatively, it could be Blink, and it could be 4-gate Blink. You can still do that for one gas though. So yeah, I think you're right. I think a DTs is the most likely.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Here we go. Oh no, Robo. I think it's going to be Robo. Wow. Yep, there's the Robo going up, and he's gonna. Oh, it's going to be Warp Prism drop into the main. I suspect.
Yeah. 4-gate with War Prism, but that pylon is. The turn just has to move out, and he will see this.
Yeah.
If he takes that attack path, oh, the SCV.
And the funny thing is, the 2 racks open against this isn't actually that bad. As long as he keeps making SCVs, keeps his production up off of both of these racks, he could defend
but
it.
what he was forgetting is the reactor on the second racks, and that might hurt him. But the 2 racks can arrive before Warp Gate is done.
No, yeah, you're right.
But the gates are not finished, and he's only adding 2 extra gates.
Okay, so it's only going to be 3-gate. It's just going to be a 3-gate Robo all in.
Ooh,
that's
interesting.
I said I would have preferred a 4-gate, with Observer or with Warp Prism. I think that would have been a better.
But here is the moment. Where will the Marines and the Marauders go?
He's going to see it. His opponent is actually in trouble here. He's not sure what to do.
Oh,
and
he attacked the Zalnaga. I think he sees everything.
You must see it. Yeah, he does. And now here comes the push. You see? No. Wow! Oh my lord! He doesn't see it.
Yeah, the warping happened. The Immortal is out, and the turn is now being caught off guard. He will maybe start the Immortal straight away, but he has to start kiting.
Yeah. Ooh, he's still so in trouble. And yeah, he really is in trouble at the moment. He's having to move all the way home now. This is such a struggle for him. Look at all the minerals he's banking behind this. He needs to add 2 or 3 extra racks on. He knows his opponent's going to be aggressive.
Yeah, 2 bunkers perhaps.
Yeah, 2 bunkers, extra racks. To really
have the money.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead we see like a huge queue of units on the 2 barracks.
Yeah, which is not obviously players out there. Any of the lower levels, queuing is fine. Obviously, when you're into the mid game, where you might not have the necessarily ability to macro as well. But at this early game stage, you definitely
but like now he spent all his resources on queuing, and now he doesn't have units, and he loses 2 Marauders for free. He's in trouble again, in big trouble.
Tried to take the expansion. That's really not the right move. He knows his opponent's being very aggressive. It's just bad.
There's the Guardian Shield, there's the bust, and this is going to be a very quick game.
Indeed. And it's a shame for Gratchi there. I think it was just decision making that really got him in trouble.
Yeah, I think so as well.
His open would have been fine if he'd have held. He could have held the 2 racks open if he had a couple of extra racks. But yeah. Here's the moment he's realised he's obviously lost, and there's the GG.
Yep. Unfortunate for him. Yeah, I think he just needs to rewatch his game, see what goes wrong. Perhaps rewatch the VOD, and yeah, perhaps he can get something out of it. Anyway. As we said in the last game, it came true now. XMARK is advancing in this best of 3. But yeah, quick game.
It was a quick game, and as I said, it was definitely decision making. Karachi's out there in the chat watching our stream. If he wants to, I'm sure the people in the chat would explain it out. But if he really wants to go through it, then come into our LBNT channel in game, and we can talk it through with him. Explain it fully, explain what's going wrong. But yeah. Tough win, obviously lost there for Garachi, but EXE Mark is going to go through.
Indeed. So, let's have a look actually who went through. Let's refresh the brackets and let's see what's up. Ichimaru made it into the quarters. It looks like Goat Swarm is still playing against Free Fix.
I wonder if Free Fix maybe had to we know Free Fricks personally from playing. He plays as an LBMT player, and I wonder if he likes the 2-base all in. I wonder if there's some protracted games and with low eco and stuff after he's tried to do some 2-base all ins. I suspect quite a lot that is what is happening.
All right, so
Just waiting for the next game.
yeah, perhaps we can just pick in on one of the games that's already going on. I'll quickly have a check. Looks like Goat Swarm is in game. Perhaps we can give you an update actually on that. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, to see how it's gone.
He won on Cloud Kingdom.
He won on Cloud Kingdom. That's definitely a map though where Protoss can try and macro out of a 3-base. I wonder if that's what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously going back, just want a quick recap for the crowd in that last game. Couple of things that I'd like to note about some of the decision making over those 2 games. So, as a Terran player, you see that aggressive pylon put down with the robotics facility up. That should be a massive alarm bell straight away, saying to you, right, this guy is being aggressive. He's proxying it because he wants to hide it, because he wants to surprise you. Those things should be coming through your head when you see that. And then from there, the reaction should be, I need to get more fighting units out. So obviously, Garachi's game there, he tried to take that expo and didn't add extra barracks, and I think that's what needs to be done. Extra barracks need to be put down, not that expo, because your opponent's going to be staying on 1 base, so you can stay on 1 base as well. And if you hold them all in, then you can be aggressive behind it. That's what I suggest there. What do you think, Derek? Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But man, we have our next game. It's gonna be I Am Barcode against LBNT Snorlax.
Indeed, and it is going to be a TVT. So hopefully this will be quite an interesting game here. At the moment, Snorlax is 1-0 up in this, and this is a best of 3. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get through into the next round. Snorlax is ready to go. Barcode is ready to go, so we'll get this game started. Yeah, Antigua Shipyard. Interesting map, purely for the fact that in the TVT, I say this a lot, but getting your 3rd up on this map can generally be quite tough because it always comes down to a protracted siege battle. One player will try and take the aggressive route and deny your 3rd base. Now, if you can break that denial, then you generally will have the lead in the game. Purely for the fact that he's wasted a lot of minerals teching into that path, whereas you will be in a lot more, open and more aggressive with your macro. But anyway, let's get the game started. So, in the top left-hand corner, we do have our pink Terran player. He is LBNT Snorlax.
And in the bottom right, his opponent as the blue Terran, it's I Am Barcode.
Exactly. So we just started off very standard open tier. We haven't seen any SCVs being pulled early. Nothing weird going on. So
no Turex in your base.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing like that's happening. I'd love it to see an 11-11 though, because if we see some kind of like 15cc or something, then you just auto win. It's more of an auto win than any other build that I can think of for 15cc versus the 11-11 2-racks. There's no way you can hold it. You don't have units to hold against it. You just lose. So I only know this from experience because it's happened to me a lot. But yeah, we see it
all the time.
Whenever I 15cc against Terran, I literally always get 2-racks. And I'm just, it's
so it's that moment. Yeah, it's the same hardest one for me. Every time I go Oracle, they just blind me.
Turret, and you're like, turret, we don't mind. And you're like, brilliant.
Yeah, even if you proxy the star, but yeah. As you said, it's very standard open. There's not that much going on about this game. I actually don't know. I don't know which league I Am Barcode is, but LBT Snorlax is Diamond?
Yes.
So it's a Diamond Platinum game, okay.
But yeah, the thing is, TVTs generally are all like between the levels of platinum and diamond will just be engagements. You really should, your macro really should be that much different. It obviously will be, but it'll be more down to engagement. One mistake where you run into a tank line or something, and then you'll lose because you just won't have that.
Yeah, as in any mirror, it's pretty unforgiving.
Exactly. So both of them getting a relatively good scout out, and we do see Iron Barker just going to come home. He did miss that expansion going up though, so that's a mistake there. You should see that first. Whereas, as you can see here, Snorlax is going to see that expansion. Is he going to get away? He does get away as well. So a little bit further ahead there, Snorlax is. He does see that little bit extra. And I wouldn't be surprised if behind that Snorlax just cancels it and outputs 4 racks down, because his opponent doesn't necessarily know what's going on, and you could actually punish it.
Yeah, but that's a bit tricky though.
It's a riskier route, definitely.
But if you want to up in the series, perhaps it's a worthy risk to take.
Yeah, exactly. And we do see the first deviation, and it looks like the Snorlax is going to go for some tech first, because he's only putting the extra 1 racks down, but taking double gas. So we are going to see some teching up. I suspect he'll be teching straight to
Factory.
Yes, factory tech.
Yeah,
Siege
factory
tank.
gets siege tanks. Just get a reactor and a tech lap on the barracks, and yeah, go from there.
I think we'll see one of the barracks being used as an add-on mule for the factory and the starport. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case.
Want to be fall behind then on marine production, for good timing with marine from his opponent.
Well, actually, it depends. If you stay with marine only on the rest of the barracks, then you should be fine, because he is adding, as you said, he's actually adding a third behind. So one of the racks will be reacted, another one won't. So you'll still be making a solid 3 to 5 marines per production cycle. It'll just be when he's lifting off and changing the add-ons around. So like in this instance here,
he's adding the third barracks right now, a bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different builds, but they're both doing it but obviously very similar ways of doing it. With the way that you see Iron Darko doing it, he's keeping that gas to get that factory slightly early. Like, he should be getting it now. It's actually slightly delayed. It should be a little bit earlier than this.
Yeah, and also let's note that Snorlax has only 2 guys in gas.
Yeah.
And he has slight oversaturation on the main. Wouldn't it be better to start muling the natural at this point, else your main gets mined out faster?
Yeah,
or is it just
no, that's definitely right. I definitely would agree on that. I generally prefer. One thing I would like to state though here, he's actually taken this the +1 now before his factory timing. I don't like this as much, because then if you do it the other way around, your +1 still comes out with your 10-minute timing. But if you do it the other way around, you'll have 4 medevacs out, which can actually be the difference, because you can then use one of the medevacs to drop and the other 3 to go with their army that you're pushing out with. And having a double-pronged aggression in TVT can be quite solid, especially when you're moving into a more tank-based army in the mid-game, where there's less mobility. So it's just interesting to see the differences here. But pretty standard opens. If you want basically what I'm saying is, if you want a build that you can use against all matchups, both of these players are doing one. Both of these players are doing a pretty much 1 racks expand into gas, into 2 extra racks, into a factory, into a starport with an eBay and +1 timing. This you can do against every single matchup. They're very solid. It's defensible against all the races, and yeah. So if there's anybody out there that's struggling with a matchup against any race, you can do this matchup.
Are you stating now that Terran can get away with one build that counters all? One ring to rule them all?
As long as, if you scout well, then this build can do you good against all races, because Marines are a good unit. As long as you scout well. If you don't scout, obviously, neither of them have actually been scanning each other, which I think is bad. Now
here's the first scan. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I really like the amount of the lack of scan that both players have been using. The 9-minute scan is just so delayed, because he could have added 7 racks behind this off 2 base.
Yeah, but a small thing to note, the supply difference is actually in the marine count.
Yeah.
Snorlax has 5 marines more than his opponent. He's slightly behind on SCV production though, but
yeah,
it's not too big of a difference to really matter, I think.
No, you're right. The only thing is we do have +1 already up and ready. and stim ready, but combat shields is going to be slightly ahead. So yeah, as you said, there's not massive difference, but this is see here. Look, so the second set of medevacs are going to be out at about 10 minutes 30, whereas the first set of medevacs are only just coming out now for Biocode. He's got his +1 up ahead, but it doesn't matter because his opponent's still got that. So he's not actually done it. It's just a slightly deficient.
Yeah, and Snorlax's combat shield is just finishing up. The timing is lining up a lot better than his opponent.
Exactly.
And let's see if he will commit to this. He gets scanned by Iron Barcode, but Iron Barcode has a nice spread, but I think the spread is a bit inefficient. Some of the Marines are in the back and they won't fire during the fight.
And we're going to see a drop now instead. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a drop instead. I'm also waiting to see that first tank across the field. There's the first tank coming across.
Our first battle is going on, Marine versus Marine.
Yeah.
Bit of dancing going on, but yeah, he can't really drop right now with the scan being dropped down on him.
Okay,
so it's obvious, and he stems in, and here we go. And Barcode has a way superior concave, man.
Yeah, definitely, and it's 0-1 versus 0-1, and I think he's going to finish this off. Yeah, he is.
Oh, but the tank joins up. Yeah.
Ooh, and he's just got the slight edge. But there's not a massive difference here, and he needs to just go home. It's just the fact that he's had to move across the field with his units. He's got enough to play back home.
Snorlax had more Marines, and he has been neglecting SCV production this entire move out. He's still only on 49 while his opponent's on 60. And yeah,
both of these players, as you said, are behind that engagement. Haven't macroed as well. We do see Iron Barcode isn't macroing up with his upgrades. He's forgetting 2-2. Now he's just added it on. But he's not actually decided to go for siege tanks, which I think is really surprising on this map.
Yeah, but I do think Snorlax's next push.
Oh wow,
will be quite nice.
It's going to be strong here. He can lose. As you already said, Aki, LBMT Snorlax, is behind on worker production. So if he can get some kills here, but there's a good pull, very good pull there.
Yeah, but even getting like 1 or 2 depots here would be a great win. Or a medivac even. And now just get out.
And then he gets out. He loses, I think, 2 Marines, 3 Marines.
Yeah, 3 Marines for a medivac, and maybe a depot.
Yeah, definitely at least 1 depot.
It's burning down.
Is he gonna get both? Definitely 1.
There we go. Yes, it's the most exciting part. Is this depot gonna die?
It's the second depot. That's such a
Is it gonna let it die?
Wow.
So
both depots down.
3 Marines for 2 depots and a medivac. I'll take that trade.
Yeah, definitely.
Snorlax is forgetting his upgrades. He's a bit thrown off by this, and he doesn't have the gas timed out with it. Let's have a look.
Yeah, the third is just coming up now. I think so. LBMT Snorlax's third will be up ahead, but I think the big thing here is the actual siege tanks. So he's got 3 siege tanks and Marines, and now he can effectively cut off his opponent's army.
And I really feel Iron Barcode should at least try to take position in the middle. He has the more mobile army, but here comes the drop again by Iron Barcode. And going straight for the tick lap, and a lot of SCVs are falling.
And he's in trouble here. He's having to move across the He's moving across, but as you said, he doesn't have enough Marines at home. Wow, he didn't need to go home. I'm very surprised there. He did not need to pick up.
Oh, but Snorlax here, smelling an opportunity, abusing the drop harass, and now perhaps catching his opponent off guard. Yeah, I think he got him off guard, and there's his team, and he's gonna run straight to the siege line. Oh no, I'm on sieges.
Ooh, he's trying to be greedy now.
Yeah, tries to go for a very aggressive push towards that third base, but now he runs to the siege line and
enough here. Definitely doesn't have enough. This is bad.
Yeah, there's GG. Snorlax takes game number 2 as well. That's unfortunate. Snorlax was way behind on economy, upgrades, and it's just the tanks that saved him the game right there.
For sure, and as you said,
1 engagement.
Yeah, 1 engagement can be the difference. The mid game, it's all about you need to have in bio versus biomech. You need to have you can't just go full bio. You need unless you add marauders in, but he didn't so just put any marauders in. He was going for heavy teching and just marine only, and they're just not very strong against that siege line. You do need some marauders to tank some shots and deal some good damage. So yeah. As soon as he scouted that, he should have added at least a few marauders in there on those extra racks. But now he'll look at those repos back, see that the harass was good, But from that scouting he got off that harass, he should have definitely been better tech switch. I think is the only way I can really put that. Okay, so going straight into our next game here. I think this is our quarterfinal game.
Yes, Goat Swarm against XM Mark, and I think Mark is going to play against another caliber of player. I feel because
definitely. First round game, XCX Mark had an opponent that obviously had a few build order issues here. Goat Swarm is a very different player. He's a very high level master player, and I'll be very surprised if we see that same issues from him.
Yeah, lost to Hearthstone in the semi-finals of the qualifiers of last DreamHack.
Yes, exactly. So he is a much higher level caliber of player, but we do see it's going to be a ZVP, and if we can see some good 2-base timings, you never know. From EXE Mark, he could still take it.
But on Ohana.
Yeah, it's a tough map to do it on.
It's a good tough map to do a 2-base all-in on, because Zerk has a lot of opportunities to flank and delay early on. But we'll see how it will turn out for Mark. Or for Goat Swarm.
Yeah, it'll be exactly that. It'll be very interesting to see how the opens will start up.
So yeah, Ohana, I would rather see from the Protoss a 3-base play rather than a 2-base play. The 3-base plays with perhaps some harassing in between through War Prism would be a better option, just based on the map. But I don't know Mark's playstyle against Zerk, and we're about to find out. So let's start with introducing our players.
Okay, so in the top left-hand corner, we do have our Protoss player. In the first round, he played a Terran and convincingly went 2-0 through. He is the Pink Protoss EXE Mark.
Yes, and Goat Swarm beating LBNT free fix in the second round. He's the green Zerg spawning in the bottom right.
Indeed. So, it's always a joy to watch a good game. I do like to watch PvZ as a game because I think it can be very exciting. A lot of stuff happens, a lot of run-bys, so a lot of interesting stuff could happen in the PvZ. And it has a lot of facets to what you can do as both the players. So, I find it very interesting to see where this will go. At the moment, obviously, we see very standard opens. No one's going to, I don't think, in this first game try and be too tricky. Although, we do see the 9 Pylon Scout again from EXE Mark. I think it's just, he likes to get that early scouting information. I guess.
Yeah, but the 9 Pylon Scout is very, very normal in a PvZ because you'd want to react on time if in case of an early pull. I mean, we both know that Goat Swarm doesn't do the early pull business. No. Mark doesn't know this, so...
Exactly. No, exactly that. He likes, exactly said it, as you said, he'd like to know if it's going pull first, hatch first. Obviously, hatch first is very unlikely in a PvZ, but I guess EXE Mark just likes to know, have that good early scout. See, it's probably a 14 or 15 pull from timing.
Yeah, Mark looks to be going for a 16 Nexus, it looks like.
Yeah.
17 even.
His opponent will scout that with Overlord, but with that pull first, do you think Goat Swarm will elect to try and be aggressive with it? Take an expansion and just try and be aggressive, or?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and he does manage to get it down.
The pull finishes right about now, and the Forge is only just going up, and the Overlord will just scout that straight away, and we'll just send... Yeah, he could just send 4 lings and then just be annoying. But only opting to make 2.
Yeah. Just going for 2, so he's just going to macro this out. He obviously, I know, Mr. Goat Swarm likes to be he's a very confident player in his play, so I'm not surprised at all that he decided to just macro behind this.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if actually he just takes a 3rd base.
Yeah, that seems quite normal. Just get the links, scout around the 3rd, any possible proxies, and
and just take the 3rd. He knows Goat Swarm will know that it was a 17 next.
Oh, but look here at the Roxo at Goat Swarm's base. The link is stuck. What's happening with this link?
There you go.
Oh, there we go. He pulled himself together just to be able to move. And it looks like Mark misbuilt his wall.
Yeah,
slightly.
definitely.
And that is a very annoying situation because he might have to wall it with a pylon. instead, and that's always an awkward situation.
Wow, that's a big spot.
Yes.
Luckily, obviously, his
One-
opponent selected to go for 3 hatch off the pull with no gas.
Yeah, if it was quick roaches like Snoot, for example, would do,
Yeah.
that pylon would fall. And everything would be unpowered except the cannon.
Yeah, and behind that, his wall off would have been, well, not sufficient to stop lings, roaches to just come in and really do some
Yeah.
aggressive. And it's actually behind the pylon and the cybercore. Can you get in there as well? I think you can between the pylon and the cybercore. I think a ling's
No. That's illusion. They can't get in between. You'll see when the gap is big enough. Now the Zealot and the Prop are on hold position, blocking that gap, in case you need an emergency pylon.
But this is definitely the kind of game that, you know, Loki likes to play, being very heavily macro orientated and just hitting a very solid timing. I wouldn't be surprised if he just drones up very sufficiently here to start with. I do like his scouting. Obviously, a lot of lower level players don't do this, but this Ling is on patrol across the map, going around everywhere to see on his half of the map if there's any forward pylons. And that's just something that's really good, because then you can scout out tech, scout out pylons, and just generally be as annoying as possible.
Yeah, the overlord on the right, covering props or proxies going down over there, and the Ling over there on the ramp is just checking out the site, the bushes.
Indeed. So we do see the evolution chamber go up again before gas, and the roach drone go up. So, and the first gas is now being taken. Sorry, the 2 gases on the natural being taken, but the first gas on the third, and still no gases on the main here. So, a very heavily orientated gas build. And do you think we'll see some kind of roach timing here?
I don't know if it's gonna be a roach timing.
Kind of,
But
you know,
it is just a just-in-case roach. I mean, if you see something fishy, you might make a couple of roaches, get roach speed anyway, and just to be safe. But eventually, you want to just have Ling Infestor when you go to Broodlords eventually. But also, we have to know that Ghostworm is making the layer at a natural, and that's for a very specific reason. What is the less likely place to get dropped? In the natural.
Indeed.
Like,
The
if they
main-
bust your natural with a big attack, you're probably dead anyway. So, but you can still get dropped, can get all your tech sniped if it's in the main. That's why it's preferred. But it's a matter of style, I think, rather than an actual thing you need to do. But we have the first amount of roaches around the 8-minute mark, just to be safe. It's very normal for a Zerg to have a unit cycle.
Indeed. And do you think... I was thinking he might do some kind of timing when his opponent tries to take that third base. Obviously, it's a very late third for the Protoss so far. So, does this indicate some kind of push? Some kind of 2-base push?
Oh, the
Protoss?
Protoss is definitely going for a 2-base Immortal, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, the third, if he was even intending to take a third, the third would have been already down, or at least attempted to. Because with what he has right now, he should be safe against most pressures. Here we have the 3 extra gates, but it's actually pretty mistimed, the 3 extra gates. Also, he's not mining from the 4th gas geyser, and that really hurts in your gas bank.
Indeed, and we do see the macro hatch actually just coming up now, and he's actually going to push out to see what's going on. He's already a very solid supply ahead of 54 supply, moving across this field, just trying to be a little bit more aggressive now. And yeah, this is definitely going to be, this is a timing that's going to come in with roach speed and +1 ground carapace. So there is this is just very solid open, just spreading his army, just kind of
waiting for the Protoss to move out. If he can snipe the sentries already there, or make them use force fields at the best case, at the worst case even, then it's fine. Here we have the War Prism joining up. We'll see one more Warp in, and then he really needs to move out, but he doesn't know what is waiting for him. We know, of course, but look at this solid flank of Lings getting set up as well.
And and that should warnings should be going off now already for this Protoss player. Why are the Lings at my base? He's baiting him to come out. He wants him to move out. He knows these Lings are going to come in behind him.
More Lings are joining him. Now roaches come with the flank as well, and we'll see. Here comes the engagement from all angles, and
there's 180 supply army with opponent.
The force fields are just not good enough. The sentries are falling rapidly, and
Yeah,
the
and
Immortals are doing a good job. The Immortals are staying alive, and that's what's important. But he has enough energy on these sentries, but it's not enough, I'm afraid.
no, this is just too solid a push. Too solid. He's just too strong in terms of his macro hit Goat Swarm, and his units are just gonna finish through.
The push was delayed, and this gave Goat Swarm enough time to just get through, and now he's there in the natural, sniping sentry, sniping the cannon, and we'll be seeing GG very shortly. XA Mark tries to hold on, but I feel the endless swarm will never end.
And G, and there's the G, and yeah,
There's
Goat
a
Swarm.
GG. Yes. Yeah.
A very solid push. He had 200 supply at 11 minutes 40 there. That's a very solid open.
Yeah, it's pretty solid, yes. You can say that. But yeah, I practice a lot together with Goat Swarm, and I've been trying the 2-base all-in against him, but after 3 times he just give up.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just so tough. Yeah.
It's really frustrating. It's like, oh yeah, Cloud Kingdom, oh.
Sigh. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just mistime it slightly, you make a slight error in your build order, can be just a supply block.
And yeah,
and game over.
Yeah. And as you can see from Goat Swarm there wasn't any real supply issues. He never really got himself supply blocked. He probably has done that build thousands of times, really executes it well. And yeah, as you saw, a very convincing first game for him.
Yeah, I could give Mark a tip how to beat him, but hey, I'm neutral.
Indeed,
No.
yeah.
Well, but it's a very good overall build in my opinion. It's more like applying to HOTS as well. It's just the Immortals together with some Blink Stalkers and some High Templar, because you're safe against various mid-game possibilities like a Ling Infester, a Roach Max, Mutalisk. It's just overall a pretty solid build.
Exactly.
But, yeah, it can sometimes be hard to get, and you really need to control your units perfectly to defend against the Roach Max.
And indeed, and obviously that 2-base all-in, as you said, was slightly delayed. We do have our next game. So, yeah, because of that, those errors.
But Ohana wasn't the best map to do it on, as I said. Like, on Ohana, you can get the third relatively okay and safe if you defend well with cannons. And then do like a 14-minute, 30, 180 push right before Broodlords.
Yes.
That could work out a lot better on Ohana, but on Cloud Kingdom, the 2-base all-in is actually a lot better. For the simple reason is, there's less surface area for the Zerg to like flank you from.
Yes, there's natural obstacles that help with your force fields.
Yeah, and the ramps, etc. Yeah, you have to use less force fields. Of course, you have the big ramps in the center, but once you get past that and get on the opponent's side of the map, it becomes a lot more comfortable to execute your 2-base all-in.
So, do you think we'll see a very similar push out here from our Protoss player, who is in the top right-hand corner? He is the pink Protoss. He's currently a game down.
Yeah, and a game up is his opponent, of course. It's Goat Swarm, the green Zerg player. So,
yeah.
While we get the introductions over, I mean, it's... what is Mark saying? You laughed at this walk?
It is wall. Wall.
Ah, wall.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, walk. Yeah, I get it.
He's having to do a 3-pylon wall off there.
Yeah. Yeah, the wall off wasn't optimal. It happens. I mean, you can misplace your building, but it can be very awkward. Like, suddenly, like, a bailing bus happens or something. And you're like, oh, if only I didn't have my pylon so exposed.
No, exactly that. And obviously, as we're seeing here, again, a very standard open, the 9-pylon scout again. We'll probably see very similar opens from both players.
Yeah, I mean, the pylon at the front indicating the Force Fast, well, the Nexus first or the Force Fast expand.
Yeah.
Ghost Swarm will probably just continue doing the same. I mean, if it works once.
Yeah.
And he reacts extremely well on what he sees. He sees, no 3rd base at this time. He must be doing a 2-base all-in. Let's make stuff.
Indeed, exactly that. Just make some units. and he just macros well out of it. That's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
at the moment, we're not really seeing anything interesting going on. I think you're right. I think it will be a 17 Nexus again.
Yeah. I'm more of a fan of the 15 Nexus just because it lines up a bit better with the pull timing. So, because I mean, everybody got like these small frustrations. Like my biggest nightmare is that 4 links get in
Yeah.
right before the cannon finishes, and they just are annoying, and you're forced to pull a couple of probes here and there, and it can actually set you back with all your timings by quite a lot.
And yeah, something like it's constantly then at your attention. You can't just focus on your build, making sure you get your build down
Yeah,
fully.
everything's spot on, all the time is correct, but also you have to waste a chrono boost on the Zealot in that scenario, and you want to use that chrono boost on the Nexus to boost our economy, of course. But
Exactly that.
we see. Did he already make something? I think he skipped. No, there's 2 links.
Yeah, 2 links again, and
So
he's just going to
greedy.
take that third again. 3-minute 45 third again. Goatstorm very confident with this build, this open. After scouting the 17 Nexus again, he knows that he can do this.
Yeah,
He knows
here
that there's
comes-
no attrition.
Oh, I thought our Protoss player was going to scout, but it's a link chasing him away, and he needs to send out a probe right about this time to go and check on that 3rd base. It used to be between 4:20 and 5 minutes that you absolutely need the confirmation on it. Rather early than late.
No,
Oh.
exactly.
And what is he doing with his wall off again? I think he just... Did he just wall...
No, the probe can get in and out. But I don't think an Immortal can.
No, I don't think an Immortal can get out either. Or an Archon for sure wouldn't.
I do see that he's actually saved his gas. Immortal, an Archon definitely can't. He's got his chrono saved on his main Nexus.
Yeah, he's just gonna spam chrono boost out the probes right now. I think it was briefly supply blocked right there, waiting for the next etc. to finish. So
But yeah, so far pretty standard open from both players.
very similar to last game. Yes.
The Queen is already ready at his base with the third Queen, the third Queen already going to be coming out of that natural again.
Yes.
So look at this. This is very well timed by Goatstorm here.
Yep. Ready to spit some larva on the hatch.
Indeed. And do you like
What
to
a
see
lot.
this? Because as you said, that 3rd scout needs to come out. He hasn't done that yet. So normally
Yeah,
would you like to, with a second, say 2 Stalkers and a Zealot, go down to that 3rd and try and put some pressure on?
Well, not having that scout is just very important because it's just, for all he knows, there could be now 20 roaches in front of his base
Exactly.
and giving away a win, or 2 base Mutalisk, for example, and the Mutas would arrive in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. I think it's about right. Obviously,
And-
he'll be getting his lair very soon, and then
Yeah, but you get like a 6-minute layer, something like that, for 2 base Mutas, and yeah, it can be just dangerous to not have that scouting info.
And so the first
But-
Overlord is going into the base now to try and see what's going on. And he won't see anything on this high ground here, which already shows you that there's going to be some aggression. And he's actually pulling... Oh, he pulled his probes there for some reason. That was
Yeah,
strange.
probably a misclick. But
Yeah.
the thing I don't like too much is the gases he took are too late. And first, if I was a Zerg, I wouldn't really think with the gases being fairly late that it would be a 2 base all-in, because he's not even mining from these gases at the moment, so...
Yeah.
And we see 4 gateways being added this time, with a second observer on the way. Is he going for some War Prism play, perhaps? Like a War Prism 7 gates?
Very well, yeah, it could, as you said, it could be. Oh, it's just going to be interesting to see what... And we do see the Immortal again coming out. And I think he's still... I don't think he's realised yet that Immortal won't get out, I don't think, that space where the Zealot is.
We'll see soon.
Yeah? So I guess it's again a gateway time. We do have more roaches out in the field coming out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just brings these roaches across to his opponent. So when his opponent first moves out, he can get a very good concave.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just so obvious. Like,
Yeah.
with the Overlord over there, he sees there's no 3rd, but look at this, he's going to take it anyway. But it's a 9 in the third. That's still alright, but look, Roach is already coming to shut it down.
Is he gonna go? Oh, the Zealot! Oh, he almost moved the Zealot waves.
Oh,
Yeah,
the force field's dropping a few Roaches,
Yeah.
something pretty okay force fields actually.
Yeah, there was solid force almost managing to get the rest. Yeah, solid force fields there.
Yeah,
And
but
it
look,
was
it's in
it was just a
production
much
now,
pressure.
15 more Roaches, and
Yeah,
the longer this Nexus is delayed, the more it's actually going to be in danger to be sniped. Because
exactly. Because
you need to defend it with at least a couple of cannons, all the fancy stuff, and now I feel he can just keep denying it for quite some time, unless the force shields of Mark are going to be good, but look. And this Nexus could just be sniped straight away.
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna get caught? It is. At least he can cancel it in time. Yeah, he does
There's
get.
the cancel. It's only just... Oh, but it gets the trap off. But
Yeah.
he's gonna trade roaches for sentries. Gonna get a couple of roaches. Oh yeah, like 2-3 roaches died there. Oh, just 2.
Doesn't have that roach speed, but look at these roaches now coming in again. And is he gonna get? Okay,
Yeah,
those
but
are-
the layer only is just finishing up at 11 minutes, so
Yeah.
it's quite late. So it wouldn't be a surprise for him to actually see a
And
fourth.
again, he's struggling. He's not warping in units. That's the thing. He's floating a lot here. He needs to warp in.
Yeah,
Zealots.
it's just a pressure. It's just getting to
Yeah.
him, and now the Immortals are getting focus fire. He has 3 Immortals. He's getting a Robo Bay right now, but what is the Robo Bay gonna happen? Help! He needs more Immortals.
Exactly that. And the thing, as you said, he's not all these gateways. He needs to start producing units that are actually going to defend against this. He can't push out now. He can't take out third. His opponent's being too aggressive. He needs to better counter this.
And now again a double pronged attack coming, one from the rocks, one from the side, and an Immortal might get stuck here. Will it go down? Micro it back. Oh,
He is in trouble now, though.
yeah, but does he have force fields? No, it looks like he's
Just-
wasted all of it. Nice Zealot warp in there though.
Yes,
I
just
think he will
right-
still hold this.
Yeah, just about. But he's still putting him miles behind. Behind this, his opponent's taking his 4th base.
Yeah, the problem. Yeah, the problem is he stays on 2 base, and that's gonna eventually be the death of him. Because, like, look, the +1 armor gets denied right now, and he's just in trouble, having to throw down an emergency cannon. The Colossus comes out right now, but I don't see the Colossus being of too much use with that
Exactly.
low.
He doesn't have the
Sentry
force
gun.
fields to kind of shield
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, and oh look, the pathing of the Colossus. Oh, close one.
Almost getting caught there. And we do
Yeah.
see. And look,
Yeah,
he
the
can't,
Colossus doing good
can't just
damage.
break it. Yeah, he's doing enough damage though. He's just trading here. It may not be a massively cost-efficient trade, but because of the bases he's got and what he's streaming across the map, it's
Yeah, and the
enough.
production he has behind this is so insane that it's gonna be hard for the pros to keep up with this unless he kills it in the next couple of seconds fast. But look, the Rush is already hungry for the Colossus. They're going for it, and this seems to be the
Yeah.
end of XMR.
Definitely, and I think it's just his macro here. Goatstorm's macro has just been relentless, really tough.
Yeah, but not letting the
yeah.
Protoss giving them
Yeah.
not giving the Protoss any breathing space at all. Not giving him a break, just on the aggression, capitalizing on the mistakes, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is it.
Indeed, and there's the first Colossus going down.
Yeah, look at the stream of units that just came
Coming
into the
across-
natural. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff.
Indeed, and well, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see this. There's the GG.
There's the GG, and Goatswarm advances into the semis.
So yeah, obviously going in, Goatstorm does go into the semi-finals. So I wonder if anybody's going to be able to find an answer to him because of how strong he's actually been playing so far in this tournament has really shown.
Yeah, I mean it's been pretty solid. I don't.
Yeah.
It didn't drop a game yet, but we saw a lot of 2-0 swipes already go down. I'm refreshing the bracket though, but I don't really see any results yet from other quarterfinals. We got
Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen. I can't see them either yet. So don't worry.
yeah. Ichimaru is playing against Frashk. Lakota is playing against Yeah, Dzerzhinsky is back against Mix, but they haven't played their round 2 game even, so I don't know, perhaps 6 base against 6 base?
Yeah, it must be. It must be something
that's
crazy like that. Yeah. Massive siege tank pantry fortress line. Get through that.
Yeah. Who knows?
But yeah, no. As I said, we're just waiting to see, you know, who will actually get through, who will get through and play get Loki, Goatstorm there, because he is a very, very strong contender
Seems so.
to get to the final here and really show his skills. But yeah, I'd be very intrigued to see where we can go from there.
Hmm. Okay, yeah. Let's have a check in the Reddit chat if any matches are available. So, in the chat,
Yes.
do you perhaps have any questions? While I open my trivia questions.
My trivia from questions. But yeah, okay, so SC2 Reddit. So it looks like Goatstorm was actually the first one to the semi-finals here, so no one else has actually got through yet. We're just getting the next match up. We'll, as soon as we have another semi-final game, we'll get that started for you, or a quarter-final game. They're just currently finishing off their rounds here. But guys in the chat, from what you've seen so far, is there anything you would like to ask about, questions about the players that you've seen, what they've done specifically that you liked, didn't like, thought they could have done better? Because it would be interesting to see what you thought of the players, what you thought of their reasons behind some of the things they were doing, and if there was any better they could have done.
All right. I have a nice question. So, chat. Which 3 units, well, just name me 3 units, which are in the campaign, but are not in the multiplayer? The 3 units.
That aren't in they're in the campaign that aren't in the multiplayer. So there's the Medevac, there's the Meta guy from Super Terran, whatever it's called. What's it called? The Medevac guy that heals, but's on the ground. Can't remember its name. Christ.
Medic. Just medic.
Is it just medic? Okay.
Yes. The lurker wasn't in the campaign.
No.
It was in the StarCraft 1 campaign, but not in the StarCraft 2. We're talking about StarCraft 2, huh? So we already got the medic. Come on, which ones? Come on, none of you played campaign. The firebats? Come on, just one more.
Oh yeah, the firebat, of course, yeah. It's just all Terra units. There must be a Zerg or Protoss unit.
No. It's a Terran expansion, so.
All Terran.
Yeah, and another option, except for the Goliath, was the Vulture.
The Vulture.
Very good unit in StarCraft 1 as well.
Indeed.
That's Vulture.
To be fair, StarCraft, the Brood were the best unit was definitely the Dark Templar. Dark High Templar, where you could mind control your opponents. That was a crazy unit.
The Dark Archon.
Yes, the Dark Archon.
Yeah.
Insane unit. I want to see that in.
Yeah, eventually I want to see
Void.
some of those units back, to be fair.
Legacy of the Void in the final expansion should definitely have a Dark Archon. It was an epic unit.
Yeah, I would have actually said the Swarmos see the Lurker return. It would be so much better.
Lakota, my favourite Zerg player. We don't have any Zerg players for LBMT, so there isn't a Zerg player, I'm afraid, that I favour.
Neil, that was the ultimate troll, considering Lakota is...
I know.
Just jump in here. We will be giving out tons of... We've got 60 Dota 2 keys to give away. So these guys will be throwing these out left, right, and centre for you guys. Yeah.
No. The admins will hand them out. It's way too much Dota keys for our brain to handle. We can actually feed the entire viewer base at the moment with Dota keys.
Indeed. So if anyone wants to do the key,
Alright,
then
wait. Let's ask a question to Jay. Alright?
yes.
Name the 3. You're gonna look it up. I know this, Jay, so don't cheat.
I wasn't
So
gonna cheat.
the 1,000 win pictures of all 3 races. Who are they?
Oh god. The 1,000 in Wings of Liberty, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I like the procrastination question there. I do enjoy
Yeah,
it.
it's like a
Can I-
stalling
right.
question to look it up.
Yeah. I can't because like I'm streaming, so you guys can obviously see if I looked it up. So the chat can help me out here. Yeah. One Protoss, Zerg, and Terran. I have no idea. I really don't. I have no idea.
The thing is,
Okay, let's start with Zerg.
Oh wait. Kerrigan for the Zerg. Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Right. Okay. Kerrigan.
Protoss?
Protoss was Zarazon or whatever his name is.
No.
The Protoss Wings of Liberty.
Tassadar.
Yeah, him. I couldn't remember the name of him. I knew who
The
it was.
leader of the Protoss.
Zeratol. Thank you. Yes.
No, it's Tassadar.
not Zeratol, it's Tassadar, yeah.
Yeah, and 1,000 Wins of Terran?
Oh god, I don't know anything about Terran. Neil, help me out. nudge, wink, wink.
Not help you. Squirm, it's awesome.
Right, the Terran one. So we've got the Zerg, we've got the Protoss, Terran, 1,000 wins. I've got no idea. I've got no idea with
The
Terran.
battle cruiser.
Really? The battle cruiser's the...
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's Nova. It's Nova, the character.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, right. Yes, the person asking the question gets it wrong, look. Oh,
yeah, no,
dear.
the battle cruiser is 750. Sorry, I was confused.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
Zeratol
you
was...
didn't get anything right, Jay.
I did, I got Kerrigan.
No, that was soldiers.
No, I got Kerrigan right. I said it.
Okay.
So, see, you're wrong again.
The 1,000 wins as each race. What do you get then?
Supposed to say it again, sorry?
1,000 wins as each race.
I don't know.
The coolest picture in the game.
Which is?
The dark voice.
The dark voice. Ha.
Like I'm ever going to manage to get myself that many wins.
And what do you get 1,000 wins as if you play random?
Hey Jay, what do you get for 1,000 losses?
I haven't reached that many yet. I'm working on it, but I haven't got that many losses
Yeah,
yet.
you get demoted again.
Whee! I
No.
love it.
No. I've been working hard. I'm not going to get promoted.
But no, it's good to see. It's good to see that at least Terran have something that's cool about their race. Nova being our 1,000 win streak. The rest of it's rubbish. Who wants to use a marine in battle? They're pretty bad. Their DPS is low. They have no mobility.
Yeah, and definitely those bunkers. I mean,
Yeah.
Terran's complaining about storms. Just make 100 bunkers, put your entire army in them, and you're safe against storm.
And you have added range as well, which I think is really cool.
Except the ones in the back won't hit until the rest is destroyed, but that's okay. Detail.
It's true. Just a nice long line. That's
Yeah, but
fine.
imagine that like a proper contain. Like only bunkers in front of the Protoss base. How fun would that be?
Well, I know that people like to do that in TVZ sometimes. They do where they just build all their stuff outside their opponent's natural, and then just contain him.
Don't reveal my strategy. I want to
Yeah,
play
sorry.
next week.
Okay, my bad. Apologies. But yeah, I know for a fact that in TVZ that they like to they'll build the factory by barracks and bunkers all outside their opponent's the Zerg's natural, and it makes it really hard for them to get out, and they're just stuck on two base, and it turns into this massively low eco game. It's pretty silly, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. What our next match will come up, what we'll see from our next match, where it's going to go, because Loki's obviously through to some. That's a Zerg player we've seen so far. He's knocked out. We've seen a Terran and a Protoss be knocked out, and I want to see if there's a couple of other players still in this tournament that are very, very good. Ichimaru is a Terran player, medium high master Terran player. It'll be interesting to see if he can get through to the final. Maybe he'll have to challenge Loki for the title. And obviously, as you said, that new mouse that we are giving away. But just waiting on this next matchup as
Yes.
because obviously, players have to play their matchup and they're going to try and do their utmost to actually win the tournament. So they'll, last as long as possible to try and win that tournament. And to get to the next round, they'll do everything to do that. So sometimes the games can be slightly protracted.
All right.
But is there anything else in the chat that anyone would like to ask us, and we can obviously talk it through, talk to you about it, and just let us know. But at the moment, there will be some slight downtime. We can put some music on if you want, and come back to you as soon as we have a game. If there isn't any further questions.
Alright, here's a cool question. What is a good talent to have? 5-rack sweeper, bunker rush, making carriers, or playing Terran?
Or some of those are actually quite similar. Playing Terran and 5-rack sweeper kind of are the same. Playing Terran is the toughest to do, obviously, mechanically wise. I think that was just a QQ talk there from Derek.
Oh no, it's actually a question here.
What was the question? Say it again.
What is a good talent to have? Being able to do 5-rack sweeper, be able to bunker rush, being able to make carriers, or being able to play Terran?
To be fair, I think the best one is being able to play Terran, because if you can actually play Terran, you'll be GM, for sure.
Wrong. It's bunker
Really?
rush.
What? To be fair though, you could just bunker rush every game. and win if you could do it properly.
Yeah, but if you can make bunkers, you can play Terran, so it's a rhetorical question, no?
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, you're being serious, so I was trying to figure it out.
Keep trying. It's fine. Alright, we're still waiting on our next game, guys, so hold on. I'll quickly update the brackets and see if we can perhaps already have some updated news, some new people advancing. And it looks like Snorlax got knocked out 2-0 by Nifo.
Fair enough. So Snorlax is a reasonably high diamond level player. So Nifo must have done some interesting builds to get through to the next round, or just been a better player in general. So it'll be good to see him in the semi-finals, going up against some of the other opponents that will be getting through. Who else has actually managed to get through? I don't know if you could get GM BZ if you did a really good sort of 11-11 racks, because after a while, people were just, after they play you a lot on the ladder, they'll just hard counter it, I suspect. Just play more, less greedy. So yeah, we're just waiting to see who we will get as our next round game. We are going to just, whilst we're waiting, put some music on and just let us know when you can, as soon as you get this game, we'll be back for you.
Yes, see you in a bit, guys. Alright.
Okay.
It's going
Yes.
on WCS Ohana.
Indeed, I just need to accept the invite. We do have our next game. Thank you very much for staying with us whilst you're waiting for that next game.
Oh, Neil. Oh, look at this.
Is it a TVT or a TVP?
Oh, it's a PvP.
Ah, sigh. So, PvP on Ohana. What do you expect from this then, Dirk? Just as we wait for both these players to be ready.
I'm hoping for Phoenix. I'm expecting DTs.
I love that. Hoping for Phoenix, expecting cheese. Which is pretty fair. PvP obviously in Wings is at the by now has been pretty much worked out. So you know it will be down to scouting, I guess.
Yeah, but
at this
I
level.
doubt actually we'll see DTs. It's like kind of like a I don't know, some really nasty dream. Like
Well,
no, but
it's
it's
a
so
dirty
super.
dream, but it's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
but it's very very standard for people to either go Stargate or Robo openers. And
Yes.
if you flip the coin well, and your opponent goes Stargate, you have a free win. Anyway, starting in the bottom right hand corner, it's Fresh Q as the light blue Protoss.
Indeed. And in the top left-hand corner in Hana, we do have Nefo. He is the dark blue Protoss.
Okay.
So we haven't seen an early pro being pulled yet from either player.
Thank
So-
God.
No 11-11.
Or
That's all.
an 8 gate.
Or
Like
an 8
pylon, double 8 gate. It's the fastest way possible, and you can actually sustain constant zealot production with it. With 8 probes.
No, you've never done it though. You just have read that somewhere. You've never done it yourself.
Oh no, why would I do that?
Indeed, exactly.
Because it's funny.
It's again like cannon rushing. It's just a funny humour when you just do it. Then your
No,
opponent.
cannon rushing is just lame.
No, it's not. I disagree. Cannon rushing is
It's a viable strategy in your opinion, right?
exactly. If I win, the strategy is viable. There is no. It doesn't matter how I'll go about doing it. If you win, you win.
Mm,
There's too much. You know, QQ about
it's
how
the same
you
as anything else. It's
Yeah,
your
exactly.
opponent making a mistake, but one
Indeed.
player's opening gate first, and yeah,
13 gate as
nothing,
well. So
yeah, nothing special to note. It's gonna be very similar throughout the game, unless we see something special happen, like, for example, a double 15 gas.
yeah, and then obviously, as you said, that starts to indicate some
There we
more
go.
early aggressive play. And there's a
From
double
Nefo.
50. Yeah.
So what the double 15 gas base means is Phoenix play.
Phoenix play.
Basically,
Okay,
it's gonna be. Well, usually how the build then works is you get 2 gates, so you get 3 stalkers. That's just to shut down the probe from the 4 gate and shut down the 4 gate. And you also have still the capability to warp in sentries and hold your ramping time, and add your extra gate, else you die. And yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, or will one of the players cut corners and go straight into the Stargate, or whatever tech they prefer.
Yeah, just wait and see, because as you said, now that double gas is going up, you really need to start using others, not just being not very efficient.
Yeah,
with this
it
double
looks
gas
like
use.
Fresh Q is going for the 3 Stalker Rush.
Yes.
Just a basic opener. Overall pretty safe. You can put the pressure on if your opponent is too greedy. Like in this case, you see Nefo is not taking a extra gate, so a 3 Stalker pressure could work.
We do see it's actually he's going Zealot. Yes, Zealot Sentry here. Is that, as you said, just to force with the ramp whilst he gets his Stargate up, or
That could be the case. There we go.
oh,
As
we just has
Fresh
slight.
Q has a little bit of lag and spams numbers.
So
we know
yeah,
we know where that APM is going, right?
exactly, yeah. And there is the Stargate, as you have predicted. So you think this is definitely going to be a Phoenix Open now for Harass. Now,
Yeah,
as you said,
it's a very greedy and vulnerable Phoenix opener, because he's not adding that second gate.
Yeah.
But there it is. But it's very late. Like a 4 gate right now could kill him.
he's actually. It looks like it's 2-gate Robo opening here. So
Yeah, and this is where this is where PvP gets a bit like,
yeah.
because the Stargate will counter the Robo opener, the Robo will counter the Blink opener, the Blink openers will counter the Stargate openers. It's like a nice triangle.
So so basically what you're saying is good scouting wins out here, and
It's hard to get the scouting in.
but then
That's why I like the 2-gate pressure opener, because you can see what it does, have a bit later tech, but you can apply some early pressure, and you know what's going on. Because in Wings it's still alright to tell what's going on, like the 2 sentries at the front, if you poke up with a probe or whatever, you see the 2 sentries and you know it's either Robo or Stargate, because it's too much gas to be having DT super fast. But
okay, so the Stalkers, are they coming home? This is going to be a mistake. He's going to be out of position now when these Phoenixes do get into his
Phoenix will
face.
do some nice damage, but the Phoenix will also get an instant scout on that expansion, and we should be seeing their expansion as a reaction from Nefo here. And we see the Twilight Council being dropped, very normal opener. We'll get 2 workers, which is good.
Yes, solid opener, and as you said, he does scout. Did he get to see the Twilight Council? I think he did manage to see that Twilight Council. Yeah, he saw the
just
Twilight.
The question: how hard will he commit into Phoenix? Because Phoenix can still be alright, but I usually get around 4, maybe 5, but nothing more. Because you can still keep
be careful.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just losing a little bit of health on one, but really just shield so far.
Yeah. And it looks like Nefo is just going for the expansion as predicted. Has the Robo out, the Observer just came out, and yeah, just seems to be like a normal transition out of this.
Yeah.
But now we get a player who has a Robo and a Twilight against a player who has a Robo and a Stargate, and that's where it can get very interesting actually, because the Phoenix can help a lot in engagements. With lifting up Immortals, for example, lifting up Stalkers even.
Yeah. Just as you said, in the anti-air they generally rely on would be Stalkers in an engagement, but you still need those Zealots against those Immortals, because so if you can lift those Stalkers up, then they can be actually the change, the difference in those big engagements.
Yeah, well, it comes to a bit of a like poke and fall back type of game.
Yes.
In this stage, like we see FreshQ is like making his first Immortal right now, but he'll most likely try to apply some pressure through blinking in here from the side. Like, how do I ping again?
Alt G, I do believe.
Yes. He can
we're
blink
not referees.
here.
Yes, yeah.
And
yeah, exactly that.
And that's where he can really get in and perhaps do some pressure, like snipe a pylon, and then get out. But it's very risky to play like aggressive blink play on this map. But both players taking into Colossus. The Bay of FreshQ is a bit ahead, but it looks like it comes down to War of the World. It looks like both players are just gonna macro up, not gonna take any risks. It's very hard to like feel out because both players
doesn't lose that Phoenix. Was very close.
It was very close indeed.
Yep.
But
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it comes to a stalemate. Like you're not gonna push into a ramp when you probably both know that you're going Colossus.
Exactly. No, you're right.
You don't want to get force fielded out and your Colossus has to run forward, walk forward to break it, and then risk it being sniped or focused, which is the same thing, but you know where I'm going. It's gonna be very passive and low. Yeah?
We are seeing the second Robo facility go up though for Nefo, so he's going to try and get as many, I think he's going to try and protect the Stalkers as quickly as possible, try and get to that critical count, so that when he does, he will be safe against any kind of counter-aggression from his opponent.
Yes. That's true. He wants to get ahead on the Colossus, gets a later Forge.
Yes.
His opponent will get faster upgrades, so he will have the advantage in a possible timing. But it's still gonna be very difficult. It's all gonna come down to engagements, just like you mentioned earlier in the cast. As in a TVT, it's the same in ZVZ as well. It's very mirror matches are always vulnerable. They always come down to like maybe 1-2 engagements, and then the game is basically decided. So both sides have to be very careful. And it looks like Nefo really wants a third up already, which could open up an opportunity for his opponent, actually.
Yeah, really, as you said, he could. He's doing all. It's just a lot of this aggression, or at least all this harass, even with these Phoenixes, and they're both looking to take third bases. Actually, we do see that Fresh Q has managed to get his up. Will that Stalker from Fresh Q actually try and intercept Nefo there, or is he just is it just there for scouting purely?
Yeah, I think it should go just to the prop, just to delay it, but I think he wants visual confirmation on the expansion, but the Zealot has been spotted, and, well, his fate is sealed, he's gonna die.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, there he goes. That was the most action I think we had on in the entire game, but that's alright.
Indeed, so far. We've had some, actually, no, we've had some Phoenix harass, that's good,
Yeah,
but
so
I would like to say already, Fresh Q's macro is a lot better than his opponent. He's on 56 probes to the 44 of his opponents.
Yeah, but
so
that's the question though, like, what is the optimal probe count? Because if you overmake probes, you might have a stronger economy, but you have a smaller army.
yes.
And as I said, it's gonna come down to engagement, so having more workers isn't always better.
Indeed, no, you're right.
Around 55, 60-ish is good.
So he's at 57 at the moment. As soon as he gets this transfer across from his bases, he will be basically fully mining efficiently at all three bases here. And then he can, as you said, start teching fully into his army count. Do we see Freshco actually getting a Stalker stuck at the back of his base? Of his main? In those pylons? Did he manage to blink in there and get himself stuck?
Wait, I have to just put it on your
he did. Oh, he's just managed to pull it out now. He had to blink it out.
Oh, poor fella.
But yeah, as you said,
yeah.
Well, I think now there is actually a timing here with this slightly better pro production. It means that he's going to be able to empower himself a little bit more in this mid game, and if he can just recognise that fact, he may be able to hit some kind of timing here that could be the difference going into the late game. When do you see some Stalkers going down the field here?
Yeah, but I just
want to
note one thing. If there were DTs coming from Fresh Q, Nefo could be in a lot of trouble.
Indeed, there's no defense against it.
Yeah, he has no cannon at the natural, no observer with the army, and the observer in the main should see this from Fresh Q, and he should actually consider going into DTs. I saw him get a Templar Arcas at a third to get a couple of Archons to soak some Colossus fire.
Yes, he's changed it into an Archon, and yeah,
it's basically, it comes all down to gas management. Like, you have to have enough gas to keep upgrading, constantly make Colossus, and still be able to keep up with your upgrades, and mainly weapon upgrades. That's the big part. But it looks like we're gonna have a move out here from Nefo, already walking halfway across the map, looking for a nice engagement. And
he doesn't have 8 Colossus though.
Yeah, they're very equal on supplies. One Colossus only.
Yeah.
And he has the superior army count. Yes, 10 more Zealots than his opponent. And
his upgrades are behind. He is actually at 2-1 to his opponent's 1-0. So
yeah, and that could be a very deciding factor here, and we'll see.
It's all about engagement here.
Yeah, Fresh Q sees the incoming here, and he's not getting from the best angle. His Colossus are very clumped up.
Yes, and I think you're right. I think he's behind.
Yeah, but look,
Immortals
the Immortals making the difference. Yeah, and now it's just like...
And now it's
gonna be hard.
That's a nice
micro battle, War of the Worlds, and it looks like Nefo comes out ahead.
Yes,
slightly, but the reinforcements are coming from far, and it would actually not be a bad call to just move back.
I agree. I think you're right. Otherwise, the reinforcements really could catch him off guard. The extra grades are just coming into effect now.
Like, imagine what those 2 Phoenix could do right now for Nefo. He has no anti-air, as in Frashk, and he can just go in and actually kill these 2 Colossus. Okay, there's a Stalker now joining up, but yeah, and the Phoenix in the battle could have helped. Let's put it like that.
Indeed. Actually, it could have been, with all those Phoenixes actually in use, could have been a difference. And we do see the 2 extra Immortals coming out. And here comes the second push here. And I think this is actually going to be really tough to hold here. Again, the army values in he's ahead in.
And is backed up in this corner, and Freshq looks to be in some trouble here.
Yeah,
will he have enough to defend as the 2 extra Colossus join?
But I don't know if it's going to be enough here. Is it going to be? Oh, it's close. I think this time
very
he's going
close.
to better. He's
Yeah,
going
he's
to
gonna hold.
Right.
It's a very
Yeah.
close hold. And he needs to, Freshq needs to move this Immortal to the side. This Immortal could have sniped at 1 Colossus, and that could really make a difference. Because now the 1 Immortal from Nefo is doing a great job. And yeah, now the focus fire happens.
Indeed.
It's very close, very similar.
Yes.
Yes,
He's actually looking at supply every single time here. Freshq is now
Yeah.
25 supply down. He was slightly ahead, but now he's just losing a little bit more supply each time. And his worker count is from going 20 ahead. He's now 2 behind in workers. So
Yeah, he lost
he's
a couple of workers.
Yeah, he's had to lose quite a lot of workers. Would you like to see some counter pressure here from Freshq here? Try and hit that third base's opponent.
Yeah, or even a natural, just like 2 Zealot Warp at a proxy would be great, and 1 in the main, 1 in the natural, throw your opponent off and then do the main engagement and perhaps catch him off guard. That's something that he can do, but he doesn't have a proxy on the map, that's the problem.
And he has 3-1 versus opponent's 2-0. So he does have the upgrade advantage, but he doesn't have the army, and that's what's really hurting him at the moment.
Yeah, I agree on that. And now he has 2 Archons and a couple of Zealots supporting this. And it looks like we're gonna have 2 extra Archons in this, and that might make a difference, because...
Just that splash alone.
Yeah, it's the upgrades that also gonna matter, but it's quantity over quality of the army right now.
Yeah,
in these
3
smaller
4.
unit engagements. And we'll see if Freshq, his upgrades will weigh through in this next engagement. It's 4 Colossus against 4 Colossus, 6 Archons against 3. And we'll see right now, it turns out, it goes to engagement.
Half of his army isn't actually attacking, half of his zealots aren't attacking. So
Yeah.
there was a bit delayed.
Yeah, now the Archons are coming in up nice and close. More Zealots join in, and
Yeah, I think he's in trouble now.
yeah, the Colossus should be focus firing the opponent's Colossus. It's all about unit counts, but this 1 Archon is doing a great job over here.
Damage. And he's having to pull probe again here.
Yeah, and this is bad news.
Yeah. And that engagement was a lot better there for Freshq. I think his
Yeah, the trade was better, and he's kind of evening up on supply because of that.
Yeah. But he's
yeah, I really feel Nefo needs to try and get a closer proxy. Like, imagine...
Base now.
Yeah. He retreats, he's enough of trading, he's establishing a 4th, and now this is opening up opportunities for Freshq on the other side, so it could change completely, because he's taking a risk now, taking this 4th base. It's always a difficulty. 3 base is alright to get and defend. 4 base is an entirely different story, because look, how are you going to position your army? You get such an easy flank on if your opponent scouts you out well.
And I know this is. Would you expect to see the Mothership Core in this Super Late game here? Sorry,
well,
not the Mothership Core.
Yeah, the Mothership could be deciding. But it's a heavy gas investment, and look at both players' gas. It's very, very low.
Yeah.
And they need they can't fall behind on Colossus.
You don't. It's just not just the Mothership the gas is on. Yes, they have to make the Fleet Beacon and then a Stargate, because obviously for Freshq he hasn't made a Stargate, so you'd have to make a Stargate, Fleet Beacon, and Mothership.
That's almost 800 gas you're investing into getting it, and yeah, 1 Vortex can be game changing, but so can 1 feedback on your Mothership. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's. We can talk a bit about the metagaming on the different regions. Like in Europe, for example, a lot of pro players like to get the Mothership. But in Korea, on the other hand, they just 3-3, max out, go.
Yeah. And we do see 3-1. He is not opting. Oh, he's just taking that 3-2 now. So his opponent's actually now on 3-0, so he's not as behind. His army is a lot more formidable now. He's actually 45 supply clear.
Yeah, so weapons is what really matters. Because the Archons, they will die. They don't get benefit from the armor, only on their 10 HP. So it's basically it's gonna help him win the Colossus battles, though, if he can get a couple of Immortals in the mix. And here we go.
His army size
being the aggressor, and Freshq not getting the greatest angle of engagement, and Nympho seems to just have more. Yeah.
Yeah, this time he's really struggling. This I think is now it for him.
Yeah.
He's flies 2 lap, and yes, there's GG.
And the 4th base did pay off. He only needed to mine from that for a little bit because he was mined out in the main, so was FreshQ, but he didn't have a 4th, so he had basically empty saturation and less income, and that's what it all comes down to.
Indeed, and obviously, as you were saying, in the early mid game, he had a lot more workers, and benefit from that early upgrade advantage. But with the attacks that his opponent was doing, I think we saw Nefu realise that he was actually behind in terms of economy, and that a lot of that aggression that he had that advantage,
Yeah,
that window. A lot of
it all
aggression.
comes down to engagements, basically, but there's actually more thought into PvP than you might think firsthand. A lot comes down on unit range. So you have the Zealot, which is melee. A couple of Stalkers are a bit of a burden, but the Immortal has 6 range, the Colossus has 9, and the Archon has 2. So you got 4 different layers of units where you engage in. So the Colossus will fire at the closest unit. So they start with the Zealots, move to the Archons, then the Immortals, and then the Colossus. So it all balances down like how fast your layers are falling, and that's how the battle gets decided in pure theory.
Indeed. So, just being invited to the game, we do have FreshQ versus Nefu.
Yeah.
PvP. Daybreak is the map choice for FreshQ. Would that be your map choice also?
For Phoenix, yes.
Yes. For Phoenix as an open. Okay. So both players are ready to go. Let's get this game started for game number 2.
All right.
It's still a best of 3 in the semi-final. It'll be a best of 5 in the final. So, if Nefu can take this game again, he will make it through to the finals here. So can FreshQ come out with something?
Yeah. FreshQ opening with Blink as well. I was actually hoping for him to take like a map like Cloud Kingdom, where Blink could actually be pretty alright.
Yeah, I agree. On this map, I don't think Blink is viable at all in PvP here. There's no
space.
Yeah, exactly. So, in the top right-hand corner, we do have the dark blue Protoss player. His name is Nefu.
Yes. Were you waiting for me there?
No. It was.
You were hesitating. You were like, how do I pronounce this name?
My screen went weird for a second there, and I was like, what's going on?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, going to our other player in the bottom left, it's FreshQ, spawning as a light blue Protoss.
Indeed. So, PvP, we did see that Nefu did elect to go that Phoenix Open last time. And although his opponent did manage to have macro better behind it, the engagements were going in Nefu's favour, and overall he did manage to take it. So I want to see if FreshQ will try and macros what he did last game, but just have better engagements, come out better in those engagements, and then
because you saw FreshQ was like very clumped up with his army. While if he actually spreads the army at the 3rd, and his opponent attacks in a ball in him, it's actually gonna hurt his opponent more.
Exactly.
Because you have a better concave. It's all about those concaves. And if you can then have a Colossus flank from the other side... Yeah, if you can have a Colossus or 2 flank from the other side, and actually attack the Colossus from the back from his opponent, that could help out so much. Because it will either draw fire or you will kill the Colossus.
No, indeed. So we are seeing pretty standard opens here from both players. 13 games.
Very similar timing. Look at the production tab, man. It's so even.
Yeah, very identical timings, as you said.
I would actually like to see some aggressive 2-gate pressure builds. They're pretty alright in this map. The rush isn't that long. It's still fairly long. It's not as close as on Ohana.
Yeah.
Or a Cloud Kingdom.
Just because of the pathing is on this map.
That's all. Or like a fake 4-gate with a quick expo behind it, like stuff like that. I would really like to see, but we already see Nefu here blocking the gas, guys, and stealing the gas as well for FreshQ, and that's very annoying. It forces the Chrono Boost on the Zealot straight away, and this could actually force his opponent into at least like a 3-gate pressure build, maybe even a committed 4-gate, and that could always be nice because you're expecting your opponent to do this, so... Yeah.
We haven't seen it. We haven't seen the chrono go down yet. I'm just saying to see if he's going to chrono out the gate. Yeah, he's chronoing out the warp gate tech, and he is going to. Do you still see this as being some kind of 3-gate pressure build, 2-gate pressure build, or do you think this is just going to take the extra gas and macro out behind this?
I think he's just going to take the extra gas and try to macro out, but perhaps get away with a faster expansion and maybe
do you see Nephid Twilight?
Oh, Darkshine maybe.
Yeah. Double gas and Twilight.
I don't see the point in Blink, but there goes the Robo of Fresh Crew. About at similar times, and
so
but also, you can still see with the assimilator being taken there. You could still see the chrono boosts going down on the cybernetics.
Indeed. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Is he going to elect to be aggressive with this Robo gateway open, or is he going to be more defensive with it?
It's all gonna be like, will he keep his ops at home, or will he send it to his base?
Yeah.
Like the ops will be out relatively fast right now, so he can scout the base and come back with the observer before the DT shrine finishes. So I feel the DT shrine should have been hidden, and perhaps a fake blink being researched and being chrono boosted as well. It's nice to fake your opponent out because it's very common on this map to have robo openers.
Oh wow, it's actually going to be. Was it warp gate tech? For a second there, we were seeing the warp gate, the warp prism being made to, but with that pylon block, he's actually stopped. Is he gonna? He's now taking the expansion behind it from what he's scouted, and is the probe gonna get in and see?
Oh, he sees the dark shrine. He saw the dark shrine.
Wow, did he click 100%. On it?
Well, if you look at this minimap, you see it's right next to a Twilight, and it doesn't.
Yeah, there you go. The observer comes out, and it's not going to the space. It's staying at his ramp.
Yes. You see, it's not a pylon, and
yep,
you know enough.
and also behind that, he's actually taking a Robo Bay as well. So all his units are now going to his ramp. They're just going to stay at his ramp, and yeah,
I like that a lot. That is going straight for the Robo Bay. Simply, he doesn't really need an immortal, because what you commonly see is like it being followed up by 5 gates with Zealot Archon. Follow it up and try to bust it.
And here comes the first DT.
Yeah, and the ops is about to... Oh, no, the ops is already out. Why isn't he not moving forward? This is so odd. Just waiting for an extra warp in. That's fair enough. Doesn't want to get caught off guard by any surprises, which is fair.
And there you go. There's the push out, and he does have that warp prism now. And I'm just gonna wait to see... Where is it? Where did he put it with his army? Has he moved across with it? Oh, it's at the very back. There it is. And he's going to go the long way round, all the way round.
I just want to reveal it, but look, it's perhaps going to fly
right near that pylon. Yeah.
Yeah,
but pylon.
Yeah, we'll keep, as soon as the warp is approached, we'll keep an eye if Nefo is able to see the warp prism, yes or no. And here's the moment. Let's turn on the vision.
Is he going to be able to see that from that vision?
No, he doesn't see anything. He just budgeted.
Does it come back? What about when it's on its way back? Does he see it on the way back? Oh, no, again, slight delay.
Yeah, and no. The pylon doesn't. If the pylon was a little bit to the left, he would have seen it.
Yes, but just misses out.
Yeah, it's just details. It's just bad luck. Luck is also a small factor in this game, a very small one. But stuff like that, happens. And we see thermal lands being upgraded straight away, and no Colossus being made. He opts for thermal lands before an extra Colossus. I think it's a bit weird.
But his opponent hasn't actually got a Robo as of yet. You know, because of that Dark Shrine move out, that gas was heavily invested in that. He hasn't taken his 2 gases on his natural yet, so he really doesn't have the money to get the Robo.
And look, this is like this was actually a build done by Huck a very long time ago, but he did it with 5 gates and followed up with a Robo. But it looks like Nefo is doing his own sort of deviation from it, and is going for Charge Zealot with 7 gates backing this up, so we can call this a 2-base all-in.
Yeah, definitely.
But look, Fresh Q is already responding to this. But he has a partial wall off, and he can just turtle behind it, but this is very risky about him moving out like this.
Indeed, would you see him...
yeah?
I'm just waiting for that warp prism to see how much harass that can actually do, because his opponent's now moving out also.
Yeah, he wants to do
He's trying
some
to bait him
front
out.
aggression.
I think he's just trying to bait the army out to trade.
Yeah, but Charge is about to finish, and with enough zealots, this army can actually look.
Yeah, he's gonna get really caught. Yeah.
Yeah, but now the army is way out of position. Here comes the drop into the main from Fresh Q, and should do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to beat him out here.
Yeah, but he can just warp in, stop
no,
him.
full zealots. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't drop the wrists. Is he gonna do a warp in as well?
Warp into the natural main.
Oh, but look at the Info Zealots. They're like dancing a little bit, but you always see the push going out for Nemfo. Already has the offensive pylon in place, and yeah, Freshky just has to hold this small choke.
But look, there's a lot of units going down here. As the zealots have been killed,
Yeah, 7 workers. 7 workers fell. I would have loved to see just 2 DT and 2 zealots warping rather than 4 zealots. But we see the engagement going in for Nemfo.
it's really tough to see who's actually winning here. Now, Link's having to pull probes. I think he's worried.
He's pulling probes, and that's actually unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because he actually lost a lot there, but the Colossus are staying alive. Zealots are reinforcing, but the Archon is going to fall, and it looks like Fresh Q is going to hold these solidly. I would have loved to see him just fully wall up.
That's the main of the natural of Nefo. He lost all his workers. He's lost 23 workers, all from the natural here.
Yeah, because of the War Prism, and this should be GG.
Yeah, definitely.
Some very hard for Nefo to come back from this deficit, and there we go.
So 1 game all with some good Warp Prism play there. Really harassing him.
It was a nice reaction, nice response, but still, he shouldn't have pulled props if he just built 2 gates there.
Yeah,
Just
exactly
2 gates to wall off, and the buildings will soak, and then your Colossus will kill the Zealots before they even kill the gates, and you just have to worry about the Archons, and that's no problem.
No, especially when you have counter zealots and stalkers. But the rest of the army being there has a buffer.
Yeah, and no, but you can just keep your army in hold position, right out of the range from the Archons, and you can just save your army and just get free shots on the Zealots. But yeah, maybe a bit of a mistake I would call it, but he won the game perhaps a bit more focused on the War Prism play, which was very effective. Let's be honest.
Okay, so at the moment, obviously, we are looking to see, waiting for the next game, waiting for that map choice. So yeah, just waiting to see what it'll be. I'm surprised actually. I would like to see PvP. I would like to see. So far we've seen Ohana and Daybreak. I guess you could see Cloud Kingdom or Entombed, and it could go quite into a very late macro game. What do you think? Or Metropolis also is a possibility.
But on Entombed, I would actually like to see Entombed because there's this really cool meta game, but it's on Entombed, it's Metropolis.
Metropolis is also a good map. A nice deep macro game could be happening on Metropolis.
But what I was talking about on Entombed, like on Entombed in PvP, a lot of people like to go for like the 2-gate expand.
Yeah.
And the way you counter is actually by going 11 gate, 13 gas, and into a very quick 3-gate to punish you. And it catches a lot of people off guard. It's actually, a bit of a counter build. Once you see he's opening with a 2-gate, you can just go for that and perhaps do some damage.
Put a lot of pressure on. Yeah.
Yeah, because they usually go 2-gate, expand, then get Robo. But
okay,
it's
so
Metropolis.
Both players are ready to go. Yeah, Metropolis. Final game. This is the ace match to get through to our finals, I do believe. So
yes.
And what level are these players? Do you think? I think they're both either Diamond or Masters.
They're both Masters.
Yeah, I thought they must be. Yeah. So, Metropolis. Obviously you were talking about Entombed. Is there anything specific about the metagame on Metropolis as you see in the PvP? Or because it's not on the ladder, is it not played?
4-gate.
Yeah, very true. Obviously, that's a massive part of the back of your base where Blink is also an option, I guess.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, both players spawning cross and spawning at the 12 o'clock position is Nefo, the blue Protoss player.
Indeed, and in the 6 o'clock position, we do have Fresh Q, even. He is the light blue Protoss. That was difficult. I don't know why that was so hard.
Such a
Wow.
struggle there.
Yeah, I know, I did. I had like a mini stroke right there. Okay, so, again, we'll probably see very similar opens if we look at the production tab here. You know,
But you know it's also very viable? You can actually cannon rush behind the mineral lines at the natural. And win.
true and the main, you can do both at the same time. I forgot that actually on this map.
Yeah, you can start the cannon rush in the low ground, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, with the prob's vision, they will actually not see. They will see the first cannon go up, but you can protect it very well, and it's actually very lame.
Wow, I might actually start just playing in tournaments for just to play Metropolis' Protoss and just cannon rush on this map. It's epic. I joke. I jest, obviously, because you would disown me as a friend if I did that.
Yes.
So yeah, very similar opens at the moment. Our production tab shows not a lot of difference. Chronoing very similar times. Although we do have one extra probe for Nefo here. He's just slightly ahead in the probe count.
Yeah.
But
Is it just yeah? It's just one probe being slightly ahead.
in terms
Perhaps
of
a
probe,
better timed chrono boost.
yes.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Well, it looks like he's actually favouring slightly faster gas, that slightly slower probe. So
Yeah, which is fair. You have to sacrifice a little bit of early game income, like one probe usually, to get that early second gas up, but it seems to be his preferred opener. And he's done it now with DTs, with Phoenix, but this map is such a great Phoenix map. So I think there's almost no way around it.
yeah, we'll definitely be seeing Phoenix on this map. I think alright. After seeing it in the first map,
Yeah, and this, I mean, there's so much space to just fly around, get nice scouting off. It's very hard to position stalkers properly, except just by keeping them in your mineral line, but it still doesn't prevent the Phoenix from free scouting your base.
and we do see Freshco. He hasn't actually elected to be very cheesy, really. Well, not cheesy as such, but he hasn't opened DTs or Phoenix play in either of matchups so far. Opening very standard, just trying to be just very Robo-esque opens. Oh, and he's taking second gas in this game. Do you think we could see something slightly different from him to try and win it?
Yeah, well, they just need to focus on their... Well, if he feels comfortable with Robo, he should keep doing it, because it has worked out.
And I'm just,
So-
yeah, we just
Yeah.
that pylon at the back of the main. Is that just specifically for tech, or are we going to see hidden gateways there? What do you expect from that? So we do see the Twilight Council go down.
Oh, and the Stargate.
Yeah, exactly that. And a Stargate for, as you said, for the opponent. So Twilight, well, obviously 2 gas, Twilight, generally we're looking to see DTs here. Now, I know you like DTs against Stargate opens, but what do you expect? Do you think, obviously if he does open DTs against his Stargate open here, his opponent could be in real trouble. He's not going to have the detection against it.
Doesn't look like it's going to be a DT opener. It's more leaning towards Blink.
Yeah, there's Blink. Blink, SOK. So he's going to try and use that offensive Blink into that part of the base where there is a lot where it's a lot harder to defend.
Why Blink is, well, how you can just tell it is, they usually save up a lot of gas. Like, exactly 250 and time it out so you can rush the DTs. Because DTs aren't very good if you get them slowly.
Indeed. It's only 3, he's only actually opened 3 gates. There's the 4th gate, so it will be 4 gate Blink.
Oh.
Okay, so with the first Phoenix coming across the map now,
It's
are the
a
2
bit
Stalkers
of a
going to...
blank
Yeah, they're going to interrupt. They're going to come right across this and see it. Ooh. Oh, that's... And is he going to attack? It's a bit of backward and forward movement here. And now I think he knows he's in trouble. 3 Stalkers are coming across the map.
Yeah.
I just realised here.
Look at this man. The Fresh Q cancel the gate and replace with a Robo. And going to expand, so it goes from an all-in build to pressure.
Yeah.
Very nice reaction. And Blink is about to finish. He might lose a Phoenix if he's not careful.
Indeed, and he has the units. Does he have the units to defend against this? These 4 Stalkers. Yeah, he does have the 2 Phoenix.
Yeah, and the Immortal just popped
And
out,
the Immortal.
so it's
So I'd say,
more
yeah,
than
he's-
fine.
More
Yeah.
than fine now.
Immortal on
like
his
that
own
he
can
just
take most.
hasn't actually scouted that there's an expansion behind this. So there's something
Yeah.
he can be able to contain him here.
Yeah, and now he finally gets out with Phoenix, but has to retreat, and the
Yeah.
Blinkstalker's preventing any move out from the Phoenix, and the Phoenix having to be used defensively, and it's not the best situation to be in as a Phoenix player.
Indeed, but he has. I think he's going to get out now. He's going to be able to go across the map, see what's going on. But he hasn't actually. His friend doesn't have anything defensible against these Phoenixes. There's only 2 of them though, so he's only able to get a few probe kills before that Gus runs out. The 2 Stalkers now being walked in at the main, so yeah, I think he's going to be able to hold this relatively fine. And it's just a good scout, really, as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it looked like a bit of an all-in from Fresh Q in the start, and I think that's why Nemfo stayed on 2 base for so long. But Fresh Q took a risk, and if Nemfo, he's taking his own expansion right now, but he could actually punish this risk as soon as he gets the 3rd Immortal.
Yeah, and as you said, he could push out here. He's seeing, yeah, there he is. There's the push out. He's seeing Blink. You know, Blink Stalker's only for his opponent as a composition, and these Immortals will rip through that.
Yeah,
with those
and
pieces, he can use it as a tactical.
yeah, but look, Nympho a bit indecisive, wants to go up, afraid for Blink, and there's the Blink in, just when he moves out of position, and that one pylon.
That pylon. And the Artosis pylon there, everything. And now
Yeah,
it's about
but
trying to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, the ops did get snapped though by the Phoenixes, and oh, that's not a good Blink. The building,
No, that was not a
the
good
buildings
blink.
are working against him there, and but the Immortals are not there. He's trying to flank with the Immortals. Is he running 2 Immortals down? Oh, that's a missed opportunity, I feel. He could have trapped him.
Can he get away still here? Yeah, he can blink down.
Yeah, Blink will be off cooldown, and
Yeah.
there you go. Didn't lose that much, but still not the best trade, I think. Let's have a look at the units lost. Well, it's pretty even. 450 for Nemfo against 412.
And indeed, against Freshco, he's favouring that Robo over the upgrades here this game. After losing that first game, he's just favouring that early Robo instead of the early upgrades.
Yeah, which is fair. I mean,
Yeah. Ooh, and both those finishes still getting away. Just doing their harass duties, really. Nothing out of the ordinary here.
yeah, Forge is usually something you get after, or if you scout it from your opponents, you get it as soon as possible. You don't want to fall behind too far on upgrades. Like one upgrade's okay.
That was a bad blink there.
Oh,
Could have got both of those Phoenixes. And now there's going to be a push out here. He does need to go home. He does have 2 Immortals himself. I think that's badly. That's
oh,
way
but it's Immortal.
Yeah.
The Immortal is going somewhere.
Uh-oh. No, it's going home now. It's realised its mistake. And we now have double Robo facility out also for Fresh Q. I think he's actually very well placed now to go into this late game. There was, as you said, a chance for Nefu to actually have an opportunity to harass. But I think with that blink in, that offensive blink into his main, it's just lost that opportunity here.
Yeah, it's always a bit dangerous, like... Also, if you look where the blink comes, it's like right at the opponent's ramp.
Yes.
And that's the awkward spot. And we see the Phoenix is still being alive, low HP though, but... They did manage to get some kills.
Well, it's also the value of scouting as well behind it.
Yeah, they just mainly are there for scouting purposes at the moment. They don't really have much other purposes because they're so low health, they will get easy sniped. And will we see a third from any of the players anytime soon? Or just like a bit uncomfortable with how it's going?
Indeed, I would like to see, and I think are they going to get caught now? No, just managing to get right through that dark spot. Yeah, they're going to get away again, so as you said, just more valuable scouting information.
Yeah, I'm not a really big fan of the building placement though by Fresh Q. Like, everything is like centered in one area,
Yes.
and it's gonna force these units to be quite clumped up. Although, the barracks on the where the Colossus are at will help out if he keeps the Colossus there to protect them.
Indeed, those buildings are nicely positioned in a way so the Zealots can't just stream in.
So in that regard, it would be alright.
Always, all those Stalkers just... Now here's the 2 Colossus move out with those not charge lots, just normal Zealots. I'm just waiting to see if he does have that Twilight cancel.
No, Twilight is just on the way. 2 extra Colossus in production. no timing really attached to it. It's more like a Colossus sort of fake pressure.
Yeah, and then it looks like you're right. I think it is gonna be a freight pressure, just as he wanted to take a third behind it. But these Stalkers can get into the base.
Hmm.
Can you snipe that Colossus?
Oh, I
No.
think it could, but it would be very risky. You would lose all the Stalkers for it, and I don't think it's worth a trade.
And we're seeing supply actually. It's 17 ahead for Nefu here. Slightly, I think that's all into army. Well, mostly in army supply. He's 8 supply clear in terms of workers, but he's now 23 ahead in army, and I think.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a huge difference, and it's the Zealots again. The Zealots.
It's like the Zealot army, and I think is he taking charge straight away, or is it going to be Blink? It looks like he'll go for charge, almost straight away as soon as he has the money. Just waiting, as I say that.
Just want to be right.
Yes, I do. Yeah, there's charge going down. And we do see.
Yeah, he has a lot of gas actually. Yeah, go on.
And I just think from what we've seen of Nefu, it looks like he favours that Zealot, Immortal, Colossus army over Archon Stalkers.
Yeah, Archons will be added later, but the thing with Stalker in PvP is they're doing more bad than good at some point. In the big fights, Stalkers are really, really bad. And he is really caught here. I don't think there's a way out for these Stalkers. They should just try to find a way to trade as efficient as possible, but I don't think even that is going to be possible, but he gets away.
Oh, that's much. Can he get down to that third base? It looks like he's going to get... Oh no, he stopped at the last minute. And as you said, he's just trying to trade, but he's not. I don't think he's going to get a single kill. No, lost everything there for absolutely nothing for those Stalkers.
Yeah, even back at home, Fresh Q still has a lot of Colossus waiting for them. The current Colossus count is 8 for Fresh Q. Yeah, similar Colossus counts actually, sorry.
But look at the income tab. He's fully mining his third, where Fresh Q's only just getting his up, so it's 1900 income for minerals, and only 1300 for his opponent. So going into the next couple of minutes, you'll see a real difference in resupply when they do trade against each other.
Yes, but let's not forget that Fresh Q was fairly behind on army. So this is a way for him to come back. But he's not saturating all the gases. He only has 1 at the third and 2 in the other one. And yeah, gas is such an important resource in this situation.
No, what? So we do see how many Colossus is that now? That's 8 Colossus. His opponent is actually favouring a few less. I think it's on 7. Yes, 7 Colossus. So he's only 1 ahead. So as you said, it's still very similar.
Yeah, but he has 1 Immortal up to his opponent, so that could be a slight difference. Like, you wanna eventually roll with 8 Colossus, 8 Immortal, and then Archon Zealot backing that up. That's like the ultimate like late game scenario. You wanna have that like balance. Because it's much better than having way too much Colossus. 8 is enough.
And I'll just wait and see. I think we'll see engagement very shortly. He is chronoing out +3 though. I think it would just be a +3 timing. For,
I think he wants to hit that. Yeah, I think you're right.
His opponent's +3 is actually slightly delayed, so he will have a slight edge. He's at 200. He needs to start moving across the map. I think, getting in a good position, because his opponent's actually taking that 4th base, and that's quite greedy here, and could actually hurt him if they do start trading now.
Yeah.
Yeah, here comes the push out now, just as his +3 is going to finish. Neither of them have actually observers with the opponent's armies here.
Yeah, that's so odd. DTs would do so much damage.
Indeed.
It's almost insane. But will we have a meeting at some point? Like, Nefo is now assuming a very defensive position and is now ahead on the expanding.
Yeah. And he's 1 upgrade behind on...
Yeah, and this is the spread I'm talking about. This is like a really good spread. Even Nefo could put 2 Colossus on the high ground even to create an even bigger concave. And look at this probe. What a hero.
Facing it down. What was it? What's that picture? That really famous picture with all those tanks and that one bloke standing in front of all the tanks.
And this probe's like, yeah, I got this, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, It's Tiananmen Square with the tanks and the Chinese I think Asian gentleman who just stands in front of them as I wouldn't. I wish.
Hold on a second, man. We're about to have an engagement here, but Nefo's position is a bit too strong.
Yeah, definitely. That's a very nice concave. Yeah, concave there. Just the arc is very solid.
So go on. You were saying?
Yeah, it's a Tibetan. I think it's a Tibetan. I think it's a monk. Yeah. And he just stands in front of the tanks. I shout you know, and it's just such a famous picture, and that probe just reminded me of that a lot. But yeah, I'd like to see. We do need some more observer vision on this map from both players. I think that's the big thing. Both of these players could get caught out.
We got some Warp Prism harass again by Nefo right now in the main base of Fresh Q, but
he only has one supply. Oh no, he's warping in as you said there. And
yeah, he can't really resupply that much, but the Dark Shrine for Nefo is on the way. I think the Dark Shrine is already up for Fresh Q somewhere.
Just waiting to find it.
Yeah, I thought I saw a DT at least going to the 4th of Nefo, but it doesn't look the case. I was wrong. It's just keep on going. More cannons being added by Fresh Q, and you really need like 2-3 cannons to just defend against like let's say 5-6 DTs or something. That could just be really annoying.
And now we're seeing this warp in. Keep warping in here.
Yeah, it tries to keep him busy. It's just minor trades, and it's just try to lower his opponent's bank, because his bank is so big. And like, if he's in trouble, like you see both armies, they're just standing at their position. They don't want to give away position, and these warpins are trying to create position. So
exactly.
You can get a really nice engagement, and the DTs now are just gonna be such a pain. And he has to do something about him.
Yeah, he does. Obviously, he has a cannon at the natural, but he doesn't have anything in the main that he can really do to defend against it. The observer's there now, but the gates are being powered down. We're just
the
waiting. The
mothership is out for Fresh Q.
Yeah,
and
it's
gonna come down to
timing.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, can you on the Vortex? Or no. Sacrificing a few probes feels he has too many. Let's have a look at the worker count. 43. He has currently only 43. So his army is significantly bigger.
Indeed, and as you can see that in the army value, it's 7,400 to the 6,700 of his opponent. And they're just moving about now. It's a tentative move around here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we did see, now that Mothership's out, him being a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, he wants to wait for the energy for Vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you can do is just Vortex the entire or part of the army, and then you can reposition the Colossus and win. So it's gonna come down to one Vortex, but I think he saw the cloak.
Yeah, he must have seen
that.
So
he should be warping a High Templar just to try and feedback that Mothership. It's so vital. And you see one High Templar of him trying to feedback the opponent's High Templar. We have the engagement here, and there goes the Vortex, and this is trouble.
What a Vortex!
Yeah,
he's already 30 supply down. He's just going to get in position.
Yeah, getting the Archons in.
Yeah, putting the Archons in.
And here we go.
Boom!
This is just such a slaughter right now, and this is...
Yeah, look at that. Look at everything just disappearing. Wow.
Yeah, and this is PvP, and that was a very convincing win here.
Yeah.
For Fresh Q getting the money Vortex. And yeah, Nefo is in trouble. In big trouble. I find it hard to believe he can even come back from this.
Yeah, I don't think there is a way.
Yeah, it's too much stuff. He's gonna lose a couple of bases. He's gonna try to counterattack with some zealots on the left-hand side. But will they be able to do anything, you think, man?
Well, he's just going, I think he's, as you said, he's just going for the base race, but at the end of the day, his opponent's going to be able to have, like, he's got 3, the motherships still at home with units, he's going to be able to defend with these, and then also now look at him, at that third base, photon cannoning it up, he's not going to be able to do enough damage with these zealots, and this is going to be cleared up here.
Yeah, I think as soon as he walks into the natural, you'll see GG, or even when the third will fall. It was a bit of a desperation attack, these zealots. They won't do that much anymore, and yeah.
But he have now 4 Colossus in his main, and then some zealots. But as you said, he needs to get that count back up to have any opportunity to win here.
Or the cannons finish just in time as the zealot run by happens. Is it enough cannon? Looks like it.
Yes, enough cannons there, and here comes the push, final push. Where's he going with the rest of those Colossus?
Poor Narnia. I don't know.
Yeah, and these Immortals are going to just do all the damage now.
Yeah,
And
such a great job. And it was a very, very nicely executed build here by FreshQ, and he's the winner and goes through to the final.
Indeed, and will Loki be the other finalists? I think he had to play Ichimaru in the semi-finals, I do believe.
Could be. Or Lakota.
Yeah. So some very exciting PvP games there. But, wow. I think it'll be interesting to see now the final. Obviously, FreshQ's managed to get through. He has a chance to win that mouse. We have a best of 5 final, and I'd like to see what that matchup will be. Who we are going to be playing against. Do you know, Derek?
I have no idea, man. I really hope for a PvZ finals. I always enjoy watching PvZ because it's my favorite matchup. So we know FreshQ went through, but Goatsworn doesn't even have an opponent yet because it looks like Mix won 2-1 against Derzinski, and Mix is only just playing against Lakota, I think. So we're gonna have some downtime, but perhaps you can pick up on the Lakota game. I'm trying to find
what happened to Goatsworn then?
Look, Goatsworn is in the semis waiting for the winner between that game.
Ah, I see, yeah. I thought he was.
You are confused. It's alright.
Yes. I'm British, you expect
Little boys at your age are supposed to be confused like that. Huh?
Crazy.
Let's have a look at Mix, his match history. Mix also a Masters player. He lost on Cloud Kingdom and he lost on Ohana. But that's only a minute ago, so perhaps he is having some connection issues.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it must have been, as you said, some connection issues.
Alright, so, but while we wait for that, I think it's nice to have a little bit of extra music on and us taking a drink, short break for food. So, I'll be right back at least. If you want to talk about Pokemon or something, man, go ahead. But I'll see you guys in a bit.
We'll stick some music on and we'll see you in a bit, guys.
Yo.
Okay then, guys, just coming back here. We were just waiting for the final. It seems to have a slight issue, and one of the finals, Fresh, doesn't seem to be able to actually make the final, be able to play the final for you guys today. So Loki has managed to win it this week via the default button.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, he had some connection issues.
Hi guys.
Nothing.
Sorry to cut you in. Sorry. We're actually gonna get the organizer in to explain things because there's something else that's happened. I'm not quite sure what's happened, but there was that. Obviously, what you guys. My apologies for jumping in on you. That did happen, but we are going to get Andres Razil. He is the organizer and event creator, in to explain things.
All right.
As I ring him.
Yeah.
Now.
Alright guys, so
yeah.
While we wait for Razil to join, we're not done after this, so stay tuned. And Razil just on the call. Welcome, Razil.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Right. Good afternoon to you too. So I'm here to just explain the decision I just made and how the tournament is going to pan out for the final round. The thing is that one of the finalists, Fresh Q, he, I don't know if you found out just now or if things had to be pushed ahead or something, but he had something urgent he had to attend, and it would take about an hour, he thought. So he requested to postpone the finals until 1800 CET, which is in 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I conferred with the other guy, the other finalist, and he said it was fine with him. And I know you streamers, I know Jay has an appointment, so he wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to stream the finals if we did that.
I'm afraid no, I wouldn't. No, I've
yeah, exactly.
prior plans. I'm afraid.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how things always work out. Really, we can't always accommodate everyone. So in this case, because it worked out with both players, I decided that because the players are the most important asset to this tournament, really, without their turn up, we wouldn't be doing it in the first place. So exactly. I thought we would just accept that and postpone the finals until then. So the finals should be played in about an hour. Unfortunately, won't be streamed unless we find someone who really wants to, someone else who has the time. I'm really sorry. I wish there was a way that worked out for everyone, but sadly that was not the case today.
It happens, so
Indeed,
there's nothing we can do about it, and we wish both players the best of luck, and may the best player win.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers, Anders, for jumping in the call, and I think that's where we'll be ending the show for today, guys. But we will post an announcement on our Facebook of how the final turned out. We will get an update on that for you.
Yeah, later on today.
Yeah. Okay then, guys. That's us for the day. Stay tuned on our Facebook and, of course, our Team Liquid. And, of course, hopefully we'll get invited back to do the next Reddit event. And we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time today, guys.
Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.